certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
All right, what do we do? What do we do? Oh, my hair fucked up. Do I need to go get a comb and fix this catastrophe? It let loose during the day. Oh, no. I was celebrating that good news today, and I went into hair celebration mode. Give me a second. We'll say goodbye to Ozzy. We'll hit a $200 goal because I complimented the morning show too much last night, and then they fucked us by $100. But I know my evening crew's got me. Hold on one second. Hi guys, welcome. Luxray Luxer says this is such a high quality show. Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't feel my hair falling down. So until I saw it in the monitor here, I didn't know. But I'm a pretty boy. I became such a pretty boy now that I've parted my hair. The reviews are in. People love it. They think it's adorable. They're so happy. And I'm happy too. And if I'm happy and you're happy and everyone's happy, then goddamn, why don't we just do a show? You know what we're not happy about? Guys, just don't retire, man. Just do not retire. Work as long as you can. Keep working. When they offer you that gold watch, turn it down. If they make you leave because you're too old, you pass some kind of experience level or whatever, go become a greeter at Walmart. Don't retire. When you retire, it's very simple. We don't need to go on a 10-minute tangent about this particular concept. If you retire, you are going to die. That's what they say about retirement. After retirement, there's only one goal left. The final goal, the last goal, the goal of the Reaper. So yes, it's curtains for Ozzy Ozbourne, 76 years old, which Ozzy's looked like he was in his 70s since that reality show, man. He has looked wrong. He has looked old long before he shuffled loose the mortal coil today. 76. Just did his retirement show, what, a year or two ago? A week or two ago. Ozzy did his retirement show. I feel like it wasn't this past weekend, but it was the weekend before that. And then he's dead. Again, you retire, you die. That's why, look, we got to stop giving Gene Simmons shit. I mean, unless you hate Gene Simmons and you want him to die. But like Gene Simmons, he keeps saying, this is our last tour. This is our last tour. And he keeps doing them. He keeps going back out on tour, and a lot of people think, well, he's greedy and he's trying to grab as much money as he can. No, he's afraid he's gonna fucking die if he doesn't. Ozzy dropped dead at 76 years old. Somebody in the chat said it's a hell of a ride for the life he lived. Yeah, I mean, he did really, really well considering what he put in his body, considering the lifestyle he lived. That's a fair point. Like, Ozzy did a lot better. So here's what I'm willing to do tonight. Since I'm clearly shell-shocked about missing a $100 goal this morning, and since I'm clearly a little rattled about having a full goal tonight and, wondering, can we really do it? What I'd like to do tonight is, if you guys want to do $5 Rumble Friday Aussie clips or Aussie things, I'll deal with the copyright stuff on my own. Don't worry about it. You guys do what you want to do. But what you should do is you should contribute to tonight's show to show those morning fuckers how it's done. And here's the other deal. I'm offering something. And I'm offering something because I'm going to learn tonight whether or not I'm a valuable commodity. I might not be. I might just be a convenience. But I'm going to find out if I'm a commodity. If you guys hammer out your $200 and then you do the extra hundo from this morning, I'm giving you guys a 1 hour long evening show on Thursday. Hour-long evening show. I will go until 9 o'clock tonight. I will do an extra half hour for you, and I will do an hour at about 6:30 on Thursday. Stamp it, write it down, boom. You guys knock out tonight, and you knock out the 100 we were short this morning. You're getting what you asked for the last couple of days. Or the last couple of weeks. You're getting a Thursday 1 hour long show. MSO says measly 1 hour. Gee, thanks. I can't win. But here's why you should knock out tonight's goal. You should knock out tonight's goal because we're going to, we got a great show for you. And also because it's a chance to really rub it in the morning show's face. And isn't that what half of the evening show is even about? Just going, hey, we're half the audience. Like, what did we average? We averaged 782 people at a time this morning. And the evening shows, I think, on a good night will average like 400. Ooh, Subi says, or say, fuck the morning show and do a longer evening show tomorrow. That's interesting. All right. You know what? That's a good deal. Here you go, Subi. I'll take a half hour from the morning show tomorrow. I will give it to the evening show tomorrow. And I will go until 9 o'clock tonight. And I will do a 1 hour show on Thursday. That's how bad my ego was bruised this morning. So you guys are getting an extra 2 hours of evening show. But see, that's what happens with the evening show. They get all the value at the morning show, fucks it up. And then I pile all this value added on top of the evening show people. Now, here's what I've done. I've done a real push my chips to the middle of the table kind of move tonight. If this doesn't work, it shows I'm a fraud. I'm shot. My best days are behind me. I'm past my fucking prime, and it's over. This is an all-in kind of a move, which is remarkably unnecessary, but I can be easily talked into shit. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Unnerving that we haven't even gotten started tonight with all this talk. Let's get into some things, shall we? Some people blaming Johnny for today. It's not Johnny's fault. Although, I want to clip out and analyze Johnny's drug rant. Because that drug rant today was eye-opening. Was it not? Like, did anyone else kind of get weird vibes from that weed rant today? He's like, I don't know. Like, it just gave me a weird feeling where I was like, he would say he wasn't something and then go on to say what he was. And then I would go, wait a minute, isn't that the thing you just said you weren't? I don't know. Like, I don't trust my instincts on this. I don't trust my instincts to, like, know weed shit. So I kind of rely on the chat. I rely on the audience. Like, if I feel something, if I have a vibe, I'll just come out and say it and go, am I crazy or do I kind of have something there? That was a weird rant, wasn't it? Stoned Out says, Johnny thrown under the bus in the first 10 minutes. That's how you can definitely tell that someone's kind of a drama queen. That I've been dealing with that in the radio days with our live video chat. I can always tell the drama queens. The drama queens are the ones who are like, oh, I got to pit people against each other. It's like, sorry, bro, you're not a man. Your balls haven't dropped yet. It's just, sorry, dude. That is girl behavior. That's what high school girls do, my friend. Eric Cartman says, Aaron, do the show topless. Get the ladies to make it rain. All right, I'm not hitting tonight's goal either. I should have taken the day off, shouldn't I? Save myself the embarrassment, taking today off. That's what you guys are telling me. You guys are telling me that I should have just taken tonight off. Stoned Out says, it's a joke, bro. I mean, I hope it's a joke because you really did embarrass yourself. I don't mean to call you out, but you did give me a wide open range to just take shots at you there. So I'm glad it's a joke. The fact that you were kidding does two things. One, now we can laugh with you instead of at you. And number two, we know you're not gay, which is nice. They Call Me Mario says, Aaron, the I forgot to shave the goatee is looking good. Well, you know what? But unfortunately, I can't trim it this way. I just kind of have to be lazy and not shave it for a couple of days. That's my look. That's the look I'm going for now, apparently. All right, $200 away from tonight's goal. I'm certainly not going to make that money sitting in the chat, letting you guys dictate the content. I got to dance, monkey dance. So let's talk about some news. Let's get into some things. And hopefully we can make a couple of bucks tonight so I'm not a panicky mess for the next 2 hours and 20 minutes. Ozzy Ozbourne. This was, you know those deaths where it sucks because you never wanted that person to go, but you're also just not surprised by it? That's Ozzy dying. The lead singer of Black Sabbath, 76 years old. I mean, even people who don't know metal, even people who don't know rock music, they know Ozzy Ozbourne. Obviously, you could argue, along with Road Rules and Real World, Ozzy kind of invented modern reality television, which I guess he should have been burned at the stake for. But, there wouldn't have been a Hogan Knows Best without the Osbournes, because that was kind of VH1's answer to that Osbourne money. Was, well, let's put fucking Hulk Hogan and his family out there. Made a bunch of money with that. I don't think Keeping Up with the Kardashians becomes a show if it's not for the Osbournes. The Simple Life, the Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie show. I don't think any of that stuff happens if the Osbournes aren't a runaway hit. I mean, the daughter got all kinds of media jobs for years because of that show with no discernible talent whatsoever. Ozzy launched a lot of careers, man. And if you don't know him from the TV show, if you don't know him from his music, a lot of people just know Ozzy as the guy who bit the head off of a bat. Before I was old enough to know, Black Sabbath, before I was old enough to know any of that kind of music, I knew the story of Ozzy biting the bat's head off. So what did they give a cause of death yet? Or with Ozzy Osbourne, is it kind of just dude, he was fucking Ozzy and he was 76. He was living on borrowed time. It is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He is with his family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family privacy at this time. He revealed that he had Parkinson's disease in 2020 after suffering a fall. So, I mean, Parkinson's doesn't necessarily by itself takes you. It's one of those diseases that kind of just weakens you to the point where anything else can take you. 1969 was Black Sabbath's debut. 56 years ago? Holy shit. Has been likened to the Big Bang of heavy metal. It came during the height of the Vietnam War and crashed the hippie party. Oh, poor Ozzy tried to kill disco. The cover of the record was of a spooky figure against a stark landscape. The music was loud, dense, and angry, and marked a shift in rock and roll. I mean, you can't name on 2 hands and 2 feet the amount of bands that wouldn't be here if Black Sabbath hadn't been there first. So, I mean, this is a sad one. Now, people are accusing me. I knew this was going to happen tonight. People are accusing me officially of murdering Ozzy Osbourne. I always get blamed for celebrity deaths. I can't remember what the last one was. I got blamed for somebody dying. I will say this. They did not blame me for Malcolm Jamal Warner. They did not blame me for Theo yesterday, and I appreciate that. But MSO says Aaron killed Ozzy. He mentioned him the other day. I mean, but so did everybody. Ozzy had his big retirement concert a couple weeks ago. So, yes, we talked about Ozzy Osbourne. And I feel like there has to be a statute of limitations on the amount of time spent talking about a guy, or how long ago I talked about a guy, and how long he has to die before it's not my fault. Like, I feel like if he doesn't die in a week of me talking about him on the show, then, like, I'm free and clear. Like, if Branscombe Richmond dies in the next week, I'm on the clock because I talked about Branscombe Richmond. If, who's the guy? Frank Grillo. If Frank Grillo dies in the next 7 days, my fault, 100%. I will take responsibility. But I ain't taking responsibility for Ozzy. I feel like it's way past the statute of limitations. Numero uno says, Theo, Ozzy, now Johnny. It really does come in threes. Johnny, again, Johnny's not dead. Johnny is fine. He's doing great. Somebody said his GoFundMe made him $3,000. Is that true? I know I threw a couple hundred into it, but did he get up to $3,000? Nice. $3,000 will get you first month, last month, especially if you're disabled. First month, last month, damage deposit. It'll get you moved out. That's a nice little head start for the guy. Professor Tie-Dye with $1 says, rally up. Aaron's ego has been bruised like his prostate at the gay 90s. Dude, missing by $100 in the morning did not help. I will admit that. Numero uno at $2 says, top 10 favorite Ozzy and Black Sabbath songs. Go. I can't put them in order, but I'll go. Let me just name them, because if I try to rank them, A, I can't. B, people are going to insult me. I like War Pigs. I can use solo songs. I like Dreamer. Dreamer's probably my favorite. Then you got your Crazy Trains. I'll admit, I'm a hits guy. Rainbow in the Dark is Dio. After that, I'm not a big Sabbath guy. I really like the Ozzy stuff. The same album as Dreamer had another one that I really... Oh, Mama, I'm Coming Home, obviously. Ozzy album with Dreamer. That was the 2001 album, Down to Earth. I liked... let's go with the track list on that one. Dreamer. I like No Easy Way Out. Junkie is another good one. Running Out of Time. I like that one. Zakk Wylde was on that album. Huh. The Things You Learn. That's about 7 or 8. Who, What, Why with $2 says Johnny is solving world hunger. He'll be back. This might be a sacrilegious opinion. I like Ozzy more than I like Black Sabbath. I was not a big heavy metal fan. I'm not big into Megadeth. I'm not big into Metallica. Okay. Bob Seger's version of Turn the Page is superior. Like that's just kind of the guy I am. That's the kind of fan I am. I'm very surface level with Ozzy, but I like him. I like that Ozzy I like Ozzy for the same reason I like Snoop Dogg. Like, I think Snoop Dogg is an overrated rapper. Name me 2 good Snoop Dogg albums. Exactly. Shut up. But I like that Snoop Dogg broke through as a personality. I like that Ozzy and Snoop Dogg transcended their music because, let's face it, heavy metal. Oh, Ain't No Nice Guy, the song with Lemmy. I love that one. I think I'm up to 8 or 10. I like that those guys transcend their genre and they become celebrities on top of their music. There's something about that I like. Numero uno with $2 says, fake fan confirmed. That's the other thing that makes it very difficult to be a metal fan, is that metal fans are gay as fuck. And like they all have their little, like, you have to pass this level of obsession in order to be a fan. I was never going to Ozfest. You know, I liked it when Ozzy did silly, retarded, funny things. I thought that was great. But as far as music, I would probably never go see a Black Sabbath show. I would probably not pay money to go watch Ozzy. But it sucks that he's dead, man. Ozzy was a cool guy. I will say this. Anyone who thinks that Dio was a better frontman for Sabbath than Ozzy, shut the fuck up. Job for 9 with $2 says No More Tears. Yeah, see, I could do without No More Tears. War Pigs or Dreamer is probably my favorite. Aspacker with $1.99 says did 2 Ozfests in Wisconsin in 97 and 99. Subi with $5 says clearly Aaron likes Coldplay. Numero Uno says you named 4 songs before looking up a track list. I probably couldn't get you, in fairness there, Numero Uno, I probably couldn't get you my favorite 10 Eric Church songs without a track list either. I just am. Don Keydick says, Aaron, I disagree. You left a few week window on this one so no one would suspect you. Guys, I don't have, I just don't have this big-brained idea of plotting to kill celebrities by using just my words. I wish I had that power. I wish. MSO says his GoFundMe is for $3,000. He's up to $1,500. All right, post the link in the chat. McBuster says if Carrot Top dies, I'm hiring an astrologist. I had nothing to do with this one. There are certain deaths that I will take responsibility for. I'm not taking responsibility for Ozzy. They Call Me Mario says, what is the link to Johnny's GoFundMe page? Somebody post that in the Rumble chat. Thank you very much. Numero Uno says, how is Dreamer his favorite? Holy shit, his bad taste is consistent. I like a certain kind of music, fuckhead. I love Genesis. Phil Collins, not Peter Gabriel. You're not going to catch me slipping on this. Like, I'm not going to tell you one day that, like, oh, yeah, fucking Sabbath, fucking Maiden. I don't give a shit. That's not my kind of music. So you're like, oh, my God, he likes Dreamer by Ozzy? Yes, I'm a fag. That's what I like. I like Dreamer by Ozzy. Aleister Crowley can suck a dick. I don't like that gay shit. The fucking, hey, we got black magic. I don't care. The only reason I think Dio is even sufferable is because Dio, I like his voice. I think he's got a good voice. But other than that, I'm not a metal guy. Top 10 Eric Church songs. I don't think I could do it without a track list. Smoke a Little Smoke. Record Year. Higher Wire. Chattanooga Lucy. Streets of New Orleans. Mr. Misunderstood. Now I need to go check out a track list. See, I got as many Eric Church songs named without a track list as I did Ozzy songs without a track list. I just don't have them committed to memory. I've got too many bit players. I've got too many character actors in movies in my head that I can name just like that. Vidam with $5 says, come on, everyone, let's start a hype train. Jesus. Vidam, for the love of Christ, man. Thank you guys for the 2s and 5s. We're doing it. We are doing it. 180 away from tonight. Numero Uno with $2 says top 10 Kanye West. Let's tempt fate. Okay. School Spirit. We talked about that this morning. I like Gold Digger. 2 words. Through the Wire, obviously. Not going to say Jesus Walks. That's fucking hack. Yeah, I mean, really, outside of that. Family Business. See, outside of that. Oh, what's the Black Slaves? I like Black Slaves. No. No. There's a song. Or no, New Slaves. Oh, my God. It's called New Slaves. The song is called New Slaves, not Black Slaves. Jesus. Oh no! What I have to scroll down in the chat.
Wow! Oh, jeez. Fuck off. Fuck you.
So you're just crazy in a retard kind of way then, huh?
Like an Amish lady on a butter churn, and she's got 20 kids and they're out of butter and it's breakfast time.
Oh, buddy.
Just how retarded are you? Well, I can't understand none of it. This one begat that one, and that one begat this one, and begat, and lo and behold, someone says some shit to someone or another. Just how retarded are you?
Home run, Jefferson. Go to break. Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got?
The Almighty says, don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
I'll fucking kill you, you fucking faggot.
Oh my God. Numero uno, top 10 character actors in movies. Okay, Walton Goggins. Oh shit. Walton Goggins is like my A1 top guy. Oh, Sam Rockwell. John Slattery. Steve Buscemi. See, I get to 4 on everything. That's about it. Funeral director says, could you play Kanye's HH song? I mean, we have many times. We can get around to it. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, Aaron's name all the Poison songs. Brett Michael is awesome. I don't like Poison. Poison is not for me. That's fat white girl music, dude. Poison is fat old white lady music. They call me Mario, says clip of the year. I don't know if we can keep you on the Nord ticket. Eric Cartman says Fox 9 News. Papa Shab quoting me, I like black slaves. It's called New Slaves. The song is called New Slaves. That's what I meant to say. Ivana Tinkle says, Aaron, top 10 favorite Nazis. Go. He's the fact that I just went, I can answer that. Erwin Rommel. That's my guy. Other than that, they were all bad guys. But Erwin Rommel was an honorable man. Jesus Christ. Numero uno with $2 says, got 6 Ye songs before blowing up. Didn't even name Gone, clearly the best one. Didn't even name Peter Lorre or Edward G. Robinson, really dropping all the balls. Yeah, I get like 4 deep in any of these, and I fall apart. Poison is fucking garbage. We can agree on this. Aaron, top 10 slave owners. Sam Show says Goebbels is my favorite. Rommel wasn't a Nazi, dummy. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. Then it's even better for me because Rommel's the only one I liked. And I know he never joined the Nazi party, but he led Nazi soldiers. So, Billy Bob Norris says, I like black slaves and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Oh, man. 175 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys very much for the nice start. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. I got a text that said you just had to mention Bobby Six Killer, didn't you, you dick? I can't believe I said that one of my favorite Kanye songs was Black Slaves. That's... New Slaves is the name of the song, and I knew that, and that... What do you think? I think we should just move on. Vadam with another $5 says a news story on a guy that started an all-white community and loves... Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Vadam. Where do you find this shit? 170 away from tonight's goal. Do me a favor, evening crowd. Knock out tonight. We'll worry about tomorrow. Now, tomorrow morning's goal, we did say if you're joining us late, if you guys knock out the $100 miss, we'll go till 9 tonight. We'll go till 9 tomorrow, and we'll do a 1-hour Thursday evening show. From 6:30 to 7:30. That's what you guys get if you knock it all out. Aaron will be more infamous than Kanye by tomorrow morning. Man, as long as nobody's clipped that yet, I'm solid. I'm good. 2 notifications. Oh, shit. Nope, it's just people hitting like on the show and sharing it on Twitter. Okay. Awesome. Oh, no. I don't like this. What's your name on there? Oh, my buddy Lance. Somebody banned Lance on YouTube. I'm not cool with that. I like Lance. We're going to get Lance unbanned as soon as humanly possible. He's a good guy, that Lance. I'm telling you right now. Thank you very much to Hulkamasha Baby for $2. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's the black slaves. I like black slaves. No. At least it says on the bottom, top 10 Kanye West, let's tempt fate. It's the black slaves. I like black slaves. No. No. It's the black slaves. I like black slaves. No. It's new slaves. No. New. I just want, it's like yelling at the TV during a movie you've seen 100 times. Say new slaves. It's the black slaves. I like black slaves. No. Over on YouTube, Mussolini Diff says, Aaron, top 10 transatlantic slave trade ships and go. God damn it. Oh, Christ. Well, you know what? It's, moments like that on the show are great because it allows you when people say, hey, where do you have room to improve? I can find the moment from tonight's show. $2 from Vidam says, is Cheese going to be at the anniversary show? I don't know. I'm not sure if Cheese is going to be there or not. 170 away from tonight. Numero uno with $2. What's he sending us? Kanye, Hell of a Life. No. Guys. Let's not do that. I thought you guys were going to do the Rumble clip thing on Ozzy, and then we'd take care of the copyright stuff that way, but I'm not ready to give up the copyright quite yet. Chevrolet, you know what? If we knock it out, I'll play the whole thing. If we knock out tonight's goal and this morning's goal, numero uno, you have my word, we will play that song. Even if we get booted, I will play that song start to finish. Chevrolet JB with $2 says, let's make Johnny some moving cash. Sounds like he's going to Canada. Is that true? He's going to go live with Digger? That's interesting. There's the link, by the way, right there in the Rumble chat. It's right there up on the screen. That's the link to Johnny's GoFundMe for moving. That puts us 165 away from tonight. Thank you, guys. You are moving very nicely. Let's just, hey, nice pace. I like this pace we're moving at. It's real good. Numero uno with $5. Thank you, buddy. 160 away from tonight. He's in a generous mood this evening. Thank you.
He is a Hitler-loving.
Oh, Jesus. Somebody sent us a story that just had Hitler right there in the first couple of seconds in the story. Another big thank you coming to Walter. Walter with $25 says top World War II generals. Top 10 World War II generals. My favorites are Patton, followed by MacArthur, followed by Eisenhower, Rommel, Montgomery. This is going to be a weird one. I respect Heinz Guderian only because pulling off the move through the Ardennes forest that he did is fucking incredible. That is a very difficult move to pull off. Omar Bradley. Boy, after that, I'm kind of not a lot of huge names after that. I don't really like a lot of the Russian ones. Like, I guess I could go, you got to go Georgy Zhukov, Konev, and then let's go, you got to give Hideki Tojo a little credit. or not Hideki Tojo, Admiral Yamamoto pulling off Pearl Harbor was ballsy. So there's my 10. Thank you for the $25, Walter. That's incredibly generous of you. Give him a Hogan.
We want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
It also puts Walter right on the cusp of the cuck chair. What a guy. 135 away from tonight. Thank you guys so much for a great start. $2 from Numero Uno. Looks like we might be using your guys' clips for stories tonight. Jesus, they are coming in hot and heavy. Papa Shab says Hideki Tojo because you look like him. Oh, you know what? Look, let's go ahead and just play this. Or let's look this up so we can prove him wrong. Hideki Tojo. I look nothing like Hideki Tojo. Let's take a look. Look at that cue-balled Japanese bastard. That sounded racist. It wasn't intended as such. I look nothing like Hideki Tojo.
We want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Hideki Tojo, we coming for you. Booker T would have been great cutting World War II promos back in the day. Could have been used. Numero Uno with another $5. Thank you very much. You need circular frames and you would look exactly like him. I look nothing like Hideki Tojo. We're not, no. 130 away from tonight. Thank you guys very much for these contributions. Again, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. You guys are off to an awesome start. Let's do the Vidam story that he sent in. This is is this Minnesota? This is News Channel 5. 1 day ago. Wow, this is brand new.
He is a Hitler-loving podcaster on a...
Oh, shit. Who sent in clips? God damn it, you guys. I told you not to. Christ, I got to do everything myself.
mission to convince young Christian men to hate, all in the name of God. And it turns out he calls Tennessee home.
Tonight, you will meet that.
Oh, thank God. Okay, good. It's Jeff Jarrett.
A controversial figure who critics worry is leading a lot of young men across the country down a treacherous path.
I will say this. It is weird for you to have your News Channel 5 banner in the background. And, like, unironically, like, you've had these swastikas back here way too long. You got to get those. You can't just put that up as your background and then for, like, 30 seconds explain the premise of your story. You got to, like, hey, here's a story about a guy doing neo-Nazi shit. And then you can maybe cut to a transition screen that shows the swastikas. But you can't have two white reporters doing the news and just unironically 3 swastika banners behind them. To people jumping in after the commercial break, it looks weird.
He sat down for a one-on-one interview with News Channel 5 chief investigative reporter Phil Williams, who is...
That's the thing about these Nazi guys. Like, if you want to talk to them, they love being on the news. They don't give a fuck. That's why Nick Fuentes will go on with Candace Owens. He's like, I don't give a shit. You want to talk to me about my ideas? White supremacists are obsessed with their white supremacist ideas. You can't shut these fucking retards up. So you give them a news microphone and you give them an audience. They're like, yeah, I'll talk. And they'll come out and say it. It's like Daniel Carver on Howard Stern. They'll just come out and say what they think. They're not ashamed. That's why people try to shame the news channels out of talking to them by saying, you're platforming them. You're platforming that person. Well, I'm sorry, but if someone watching News Channel 5 in Tennessee can be swayed by the dipshit neo-Nazi talking to the news people, then maybe there's a bigger problem than the neo-Nazi guy talking. Maybe we got to be talking to these young people that are so influenced by this. Like, hey, why do you think this? Why were you so susceptible to this? Can we talk you out of it? Like, sweeping shit like this under the rug only makes it more accessible for the people who are looking for it.
Has been confronting the hate in our state for almost 2 years now.
Phil is with us now. And Phil, this is a very different character from the neo-Nazi white supremacists you've previously confronted, right?
Definitely different.
Oh, so this is a former neo-Nazi guy. Interesting. I'd like to hear from the neo-Nazi dude. I think if you're afraid to have those types of people on, that's worrisome. I think you should have those kind of guys on. You should expose them. You should argue with them. You should, like, Phil Donahue used to have guys like that on his show all the time, and he would argue with the white supremacists. He would argue with the Klansmen, the neo-Nazis. Whenever these news companies go, oh, we don't want to have them on because we don't want to give them a platform. If a guy like that can run roughshod over you, that worries me.
in tone in how he presents himself, Corey Mahler portrays himself as an intellectual and as a theologian. Still, as you're about to see, his hate is not so different from the hate of the KKK.
Whoa. All of a sudden, it's a blind black guy. There's Jews, they stink, and I hate them.
I moved back to where my family is from. I'm happy to live here.
Your ching chong chiggity chang talk. I can't understand you. Go back to your country. Just a blind black guy just going, conolingus rice. Conolingus rice sounds like a Mexican side dish. Maybe we should send her down to Mexico and the Mexicans will eat her.
From here in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains in historic Blount County, a 39-year-old Tennessee man is waging a battle for the heart and soul of...
That's weird. That guy does not look like a Hitler dude. He looks like he's a total liberal ponce, like brewing beer in his basement. Like, someday I'm going to rent a storefront and we're going to have a tap house.
The American Protestant Church, a church that in his view should teach not just about a God of love, but also a God of hate.
And there will be gorilla shit all over down there.
Slavery isn't outlawed in Scripture. It can't be. God doesn't change. God says it's permissible in the Old Testament.
In fairness, the Bible is very explicit about the fact that we get slaves. But like the only thing the Bible says about slavery is it tells you like how you can own them and how you can punish them. Like the Bible, like when it came to slavery, believe it or not, the Bible was kind of progressive in its day because it's like, hey, you can't beat the shit out of your slaves too bad, bro. And that was pretty wild back then. You'd be called a pinko commie liberal cuck back then for saying like, hey, God says don't fucking like God's take on slaves was like, use a phone book. It doesn't leave bruises.
Bible quoting podcast has sparked intense online debate in conservative Christian circles.
Title of the article here is, Corey Mahler believes Hitler went to heaven and wants to take over the Lutheran Church.
About his growing influence.
I don't talk about Stone Choir because I don't talk about Stone Choir. I don't think they're a big problem.
Among young Christian men.
The reason we're having to address it is because we're seeing it in our churches.
And according to some, his threat to the church.
So wait, all of this is about the Lutheran Church? This is all about Protestants? So this is all about a bunch of heretics anyway. These are all a bunch of traitors to Christendom. We don't recognize these people anyway. That's where all that Nazi shit comes from, by the way. Nazis ain't down with the Catholic Church. The real church, the true Christian church. Traitors of Christendom, Protestants. Sorry, down and dirty. So this is some kind of fake Christian heretic. What do you call that? Blasphemers.
And he is one of the most dangerous people on the planet and the biggest threat to confessional Lutheranism that I see.
One of the most dangerous people on the planet.
Holy shit, dude. You know that gets guys like him hard. When you say, oh, he's one of the most dangerous guys on the planet. He's like, oh.
Somewhere between 50,000 and 100,000 listeners right now.
Per episode.
Mahler.
I'm fucking jealous. Okay.
Stone Choir podcast is, by his own admission, aimed at hooking impressionable young men.
And if you want to influence society, you want to influence young men.
And that is your goal, is to push young men further and further to the right.
Our goal is...
Why is he dressed like a Confederate general? It's bothering. He's annoying to me. You know, it is kind of creepy, though, when you have these, like, white supremacist guys, and you're expecting a guy to go, and listen here, feller, the blacks and the other mudblood races are blah, blah, blah. Like, you expect them to do that. So when they sit back and they're relatively well-combed and shit, and they go, well, you know, we want to talk to the impressionable youth of this country who feel left behind. And you're like, uh-oh, that one might be a problem.
To push young men to become actual Christians.
Part of
race. So you guys can't, oh yeah, you can see it. Racist, anti-Semitic, Hitler-loving podcaster. I miss the days when they used to just call us shock jocks.
Mahler's idea of being an actual Christian, the notion expressed in this tweet that Jesus Christ is Lord and Adolf Hitler is his faithful servant.
Oh, God, that ain't good.
You are an avowed racist.
Yes.
You are an anti-Semite. You hate Jews.
I wouldn't say that I hate Jews.
You think Jews are the enemy.
I think that religious Jews are certainly the enemy.
You think democracy?
And also, you can't say shit like that because the news is going to hard cut that, and that's all you get. I love when they go like, "Are you an anti-Semite?" and people go, "Well, I'm not. No, listen." Like, anytime there's that caveat, it's like, uh-oh, you might want to do some soul searching there, brother.
Democracy is evil.
Correct.
You are a fascist.
Yes.
And unlike most
I like freedom too much for that fascist shit. Like, you want a strong government? What are you, a cuck?
Americans who honored the sacrifices of the brave men who died on the European battlefields, instead of memorializing the dead, Mahler argues the overwhelming majority of those who died on the Allied side in World War II are in hell.
Well, you know that reincarnation is real because here's old Fred Phelps back again. If this guy starts doing God hates fags funeral protests, then you'll know where that guy went.
You think Hitler was a man of God who is in paradise?
That is correct.
And you think
Winston Churchill was in hell. Hey, wait a minute. That wasn't his Twitter. That was Daryl, not Daryl Dixon. What the fuck is that historian's name? That's that other guy who thinks Churchill is in hell.
every Jew that Hitler killed is in hell.
If he was a practicing Jew.
As for the well-documented historical horror of the Holocaust, Mahler calls it an anti-German blood libel. If you believe that Hitler did kill millions of Jews, would you have a problem with that?
I don't believe that he did.
If he did, would you have a problem with it?
I don't have a problem with genocide per se. And
Oh my God. You know how nice it is to watch guys like this so I can watch it and go, I'm fine. I'm good. Like anytime a guy goes, I don't have a problem with genocide per se. It's like, well, I guess that's where you and I part company because, you know, as Obama used to call it, genocide is a red line for me. Well, that guy's fucking wild. Loaded Wrench with $2 says, Aaron! In my Ozzy voice. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the $2. Well, you guys are all over it over on Rumble tonight. Holy shit. Let's make sure I'm all caught up here. Numero uno, thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Another 5 from Vidam says, best Aussie song. Thanks, pal. 383 Novocaine with $5. Thank you so much. Numero uno with another $5 says, haters will say this is the most apropos Aussie tune. $5 from Dan Vicious says, did you do the WNBA chicks at the club? I have not seen that. Grant Poobah with $2 says, you can't expect them to dress like a Union general. That would be ridiculous. It's a good point. Don Keydick with $5. Thank you very much, buddy. Holy shit, you guys. Thank you. 110 away from tonight's goal. 110 away, and we're not even at 7 o'clock. I mean, fingers crossed you guys keep this up. I really appreciate it. If you guys knock out the 110 and then knock out this morning's 100, I'll go till 9 tonight, 9 tomorrow, and I'll do a 1-hour show on Thursday. Thank you, guys. So Hitler is like Muhammad, someone said. I don't know. I can't. All I know is this guy is very confident in what he believes. Blood libel is a Jewish. That's what I thought. Like he goes, the German thing is a blood libel. I'm like, I thought Jewish. I thought that blood libel was a Jewish phrase. Huh. Papa Shab says, whenever the media displays one of these people, it's an op. See, I was kind of wondering about that too, because I'm like, typically they don't put guys like this just on the news. You know, usually they hide them. They're like, we're not going to platform this guy because he's a bigot and this and that. So that's a good point. If they actually put that, and imagine what a great gig that would be if you're that guy. Like, if you're that guy and they're like, we're the CIA, we're going to pay you. You're going to go around, you're going to preach this stuff, and you're going to preach it like in a way where it's believable, but, we're not going to get too crazy. But you're also going to sound so psychotic that the mainstream will go, ew, gross, not that guy. I'm not like him. Because we don't want normies fucking grabbing onto your stuff. And then we're going to put you on TV, and you're going to sound stark raving calm, and we're going to kind of make you the face of the thing. Baba Shab says, all audience captured. They want voices they can control. it really is difficult. I understand why people would think that way, because it's like, especially after COVID and after all, all of the Patriot Front stuff and all of the January 6th stuff we found out about FBI assets in the crowd. It's like, how can you believe, when you just get a story from the government, how do you believe it without checking on it, Because it's just like, every time I believe these fuckers, every time it seems plausible, they're running some kind of an op. So I get it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. 110 away from tonight. Guys, whatever you've been doing, just keep doing that. It's working great. Thank you so much. We got people sending in Ozzy stuff tonight. A little Crazy Train live. There he is back in the day. All right, the keyboard player's fucking high out of his mind. Is he naked? He was like Ozzy back in the day. People forget, full head of hair, kind of a chubby funster. He was a goofy. He was kind of a satanic looking guy back in the day. Oh my God, monster trucks. Why Oh, fuck.
Holy crap. Oh my God, no way.
Oh, that's not good.
Car just got. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Somebody might be dead. Oh no. Watch this again. Watch the tire go. All right, cool. Oh shit.
No. Holy crap. Oh my God, no way.
That guy sounds like this guy.
Oh no! Oh jeez!
All right, what's our next one you creep sent in? Oh, Perry Mason. Yeah, I'm really sorry, guys. It just wasn't for me. It was a little, I hate to sound like your parents, but it was a little too loud, and there was a little too much screaming, and it's just not my cup of tea. What's next? Cocky WNBA players get denied entrance to club after nobody recognized them. Oh, no. You're not Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese or Sophie Cunningham. You're fucked.
Man.
Y'all got a section?
Yo.
It's down here. That is.
No, but we with Angel though.
With section, you gotta go. Everybody gotta go there. They gotta verify who y'all are.
So what the section is at?
And I'll get the guys who's supposed to bring y'all in.
Well, we in the W and shit, so we just got done at the office.
We in the W. University of Washington? No, we in the W. Was that like a local hospital? No, we in the W. Is there a club down the road? Like, nobody associates the W with the WNBA. Like, nobody, you wouldn't get a bunch of football players going like, yeah, we're with the N. Well, that's a bench. All right, I immediately, all right, fine. The offensive linemen say that. And they wouldn't associate that with the NFL.
Our game, so like, I'm sorry, we don't need, I ain't even trying to be funny, but we should not be waiting in no line. Oh, God.
First of all, wait a minute. A lot of the people waiting in that line, sweetheart, make more money than you do. So let's not, get like nose up in the air, high and mighty. Do you know who the fuck I am? Because first of all, most of the time, the answer is going to be no. Like, honestly, like even like big name, well-paid athletes of sports I don't watch. Like if you put Messi in front of me, I'd have no idea who the fuck he was. Like, do you know who I am? Like, nah. He's like, I'm an athlete. I'm like, what sport? He's like, soccer. I'd be like, I'm an American, dude. Get the fuck out of here with soccer. I only know Pele because he was in that World War II like prisoner camp movie with Sylvester Stallone where they played soccer. It's the only reason I'd know him.
Yeah, come on. You better hurry up while we get in. They going in. Come on. We getting in right now. Come on. Yeah,
I mean, you got to believe they're in the WNBA. I mean, they look like big hulking lesbians.
I know. I need to count. Tati, go. Tati, go. I'm good. Tati, go. Y'all with me. Go, Mom. These are my people. Man, y'all, why we been a fucking go, bro. Because they doing too much. Come on.
Why would you? Here's what I don't get. And even, don't even make this an old guy like I'm 38 thing. Even when I was 25, even when I was 28, 22, whatever, I never wanted, like, I don't get the appeal of a busy, fucking packed club. I don't get it. Like, I'm tall. I'm 6'3". I don't like fucking shouldering through. I don't like trying to find a spot at the bar and then like waving a 20 like a fucking asshole so you can get somebody to come over and serve you a drink. I hate it. Oh, we have to wait in line to get to this bar. Well, there's a perfectly good bar right there. Dude, that's fucking Bullwinkle's. Yeah, Bullwinkle's is fine, dude. I don't give a shit. I just want to drink.
You go somewhere else. Come on.
I can shake my ass at Bullwinkle's, yo.
Come on, bro.
Go, we go.
They just talking about, oh, we can only have 7, huh? What are you talking about, man? That's crazy to me.
Where you going?
We all get it Sports Illustrated. We too deep. Sports Illustrated. We don't got to deal with it.
We on Sports Illustrated. We ain't got to deal with this. Nobody reads magazines anymore. There's only one thing worse than playing the "Do you know who I am" card, and that's playing the "Do you know who I am" card when the answer is no. Dan Vicious with $2 says the Old Testament is pagan Hebrew, still valid, but Christ is the new covenant. Jays reject the Son because they're infatuated with being the chosen. Christ is king, that's what I say. Vidam with $5 says demo driver does after truck flips and pancakes. Uh-oh. That ain't good. That ain't good. And Donkey Dick with $5 says my favorite Ozzy song. All right, we'll get to all of it. Holy shit, you guys are making this like an impromptu Rumble Friday. Subi says I can't stand how they talk. These are my people. Yeah, I don't get that either. Like you make money, you're educated. I don't get people who go to college and they talk like that. Like to me, that's got to be kind of an act. When you're college educated and you go, oh man, y'all know these my people be at. It's like that's put on. White girls do that a lot. White girls, when they get around other white girls and they're like out on the town, girl, like they'll get that gay shit going and they'll talk like, ugh, it's awful. It's really, really dreadful. Even Hundo away from tonight's goal. Thanks, guys. Even hundo away. If we knock out tonight, I'm happy. If we knock out tonight and the $100 short we were this morning, I owe you guys a lot of time. Keep it coming. Keep it going. You're doing great. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. Over 300 people checking out the show right now. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Appreciate it so much. All right, what'd you have next for me? Oh, Ozzy singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game at Wrigley Field. This will be wholesome for tonight's show.
And Ozzy Osbourne.
All right, Chicago. I want to hear a real crazy crowd start singing with me. Are you ready? Are you ready? I can't hear you.
Let's get ready to suck it. Oh, sorry, as if Triple H did it. He's going to fuck up the words, isn't he? He's British. They're not going to know Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go out to the ball.
Oh, no.
Let's go out to the room.
Oh, no.
Take me in.
Oh, no.
I don't remember what I have to do.
Oh, no, Ozzy. Oh, fuck. Is that Kerry Wood? He ain't happy. Kerry Wood is not a happy camper right now, and if that's not Kerry Wood, it looks exactly like him.
2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
You had to do a 40-second song, you Rasta dipshit. You couldn't read the lyrics before you went on? Jesus. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Ozzy was a Kang and shit. He was the man. He was awesome. Jesus. Don't let a fucking limey sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. why do we let these interlopers sing our pastime songs? Like, I mean, you know what? You're right, actual hype train. What I meant to say was R.I.P. Ozzy. Crowder Wears Panties says they couldn't have given him the lyrics. Right. Like, well, would he read them anyway? Cockdiff says Jeff Foxworthy sang it when I was at Wrigley. Shit show. How do you fuck up Take Me Out to the Ball Game? That's like fucking up the national anthem, which there's plenty of instances of that too. What else did you get?
Good evening. Thanks for.
Oh boy, Oh yeah, we talked about this guy, the guy who died at the demo derby when his truck got flipped.
Joining us on Fox 9 and Fox Local, I'm Randy Meyer.
And I'm Kelsey Carlson. A tragic accident at a county fair. A crash during a demolition derby, leaving one man dead.
The man's family confirms that he passed away at the hospital after being airlifted from the Isanti County Fairgrounds Thursday night. Fox 9's Courtney Godfrey joining us now from the newsroom.
Is this
Courtney,
the one?
You spoke with the family today.
Yeah, this is just a.
Yeah, they don't show any pictures of like the wreck or anything. But we talked about this yesterday. His truck flipped. He didn't have a roll cage in it, and it just pancaked. He was unconscious. They did CPR for a while, airlifted him to the hospital. No luck. Anonymous Fake Dono with $5 says Aaron doesn't like clubs because they don't play any Genesis. I mean, if you want to go there, it is one of my complaints. I would prefer Genesis when I go out clubbing or Eric Church or anything else. I mean, I'm the kind of guy when they're playing pop music at a wedding, I'm like, God, can we get something better than this? Fuck, can they play some Sammy Kershaw? I got really shit-faced at my buddy's wedding once, and Ashley was pregnant with our first child, and we were trying to keep it a secret because we didn't want to like announce that she's pregnant. We had just found out, and we didn't want to announce that she was pregnant. Like at my friend's wedding, that would be kind of shitty. But there's something about like when you don't drink at a wedding. Like people, because like the bride and like some other people and like the bridal party, we're taking Ashley up to the bar and like, let's do shots because they're all in their mid to early 20s. And Ashley would be like, no, I can't do shots. Why, are you pregnant or something? And they'd be like, and then we didn't want to tell anyone because we didn't want to do it during their wedding, but they found out. They were all happy. They're drinking extra. I got a little extra fucked up that night because my ex-girlfriend was one of the waitresses at the event. And that was fucking awkward. And I just got a little extra drunk and I started going up to the DJ and I'm trying to remember. I think I was requesting, like, he was playing like Kesha and Iggy. Was it Iggy Azalea back then? Might have just been like Kesha, Lady Gaga, shit like that. And like, I'm trying to request. Like, the shit I'm trying to request is, like, Sammy Kershaw, David Allan Coe. Fucking, like, I'm trying to, like, can you play Never Even Call Me By My Name? And by, like, my fourth request that wasn't played, the DJ was like, look, man, people are going to leave the dance floor if I play that shit. And I'm just like, I can't help it, man. I just want to hear some David Allan Coe at a fucking wedding. It was, oh, God damn it. There was Jesus, who's the fucking artist? Digging Up Bones. I was requesting Digging Up Bones by Randy Travis. And the DJ was like, bro, like he was trying to tell me, like, read the room. On a Wall says, play Freebird. Crowder Wears Panties says, DJ, can you play I Be Nuttin' in These Bitches? I went up to my last buddy's wedding like 3 years ago that I went to. We were fucking, oh yeah, I did. Yes, Actual Hype Train, the wedding I'm about to talk about. That's where I won a rap battle. I won my last rap battle at my buddy's wedding in Wisconsin. But the DJ was black and he was playing DMX and Cisco, what these bitches want from a particular word. And I was fucking laying into the song. I love that song. So I'm just laying into that song and fucking giving her. But the DJ is muting the song when they say that word. And I went, what these bitches want from an, and I'm, boom. And he immediately just changed the song. He's like, that was kind of his way of going, look, I'm getting paid for this fucking gig. I ain't cool with this, but I'll just switch the song and I won't say anything. Camel Toe gifting a membership. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Now we're 35 memberships away from 300 over on Rumble, and we're only $90 away from tonight's goal. Thank you, guys. Keep passing on those memberships. Keep throwing in those Rumble rants and those PayPals, Streamlabs, Venmos, all of that stuff. You guys are doing great tonight. I really appreciate it. We also ended up $100 short this morning. If you knock that out, we're going till 9 tonight, 9 tomorrow, and doing an hour-long evening show on Thursday to say appreciate you. All right, what's next? Shot in the Dark. Shot in the Dark isn't a bad one. I disrespected that one. I didn't mention that when you guys asked for Ozzy and Black Sabbath songs. Shot in the Dark is good. Yeah, that one's fine. I'd put, again, like, just Ozzy and Sabbath, they're never going to be one of my go-tos. Like, I'm never going to choose an Ozzy song just out of nowhere. Vadam with $5 says, our systems are broken. We haven't even gotten to any of our shit tonight. You guys kind of turned this into impromptu Rumble Friday, and I'm not complaining. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. I appreciate the money. $85 away from tonight. Thank you very much. What was this? Another Ozzy submission. Children of the Grave. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me. Yep, doesn't. I'm gonna miss Ozzy. I love him as like a cultural figure. I love him as a celebrity, but the music. I like a handful of songs. After that, just never was a metal guy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm kind of with Sam Show on this one. He says, "Scream into a tunnel." Same shit. I mean, it's not good music like this one. If I played you this song, you'd be like, well, now that's good music, Aaron. That's some solid shit. Fireman's blind, a conductor's lame. A Cincinnati jacket and a sad luck dame. Hanging out the window with a bottle full of rain. Clap hands. Now, see, that's a nice song. Clap hands. There is this song, my daughter heard it when we went to the Weird Al concert. There was this clown that was the opening act. His name's Puddle's Pity Party. And he's this 6'8" clown. And he sings opera level good. And he covers songs. And he did a cover of this song, but the original by Tom Waits is fucking creepy as shit. It's called Come On Up to the House. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but it sticks in your dreams. It's a chilling song.
Well, the moon is broken,
right?
And the sky is cracked. Come on to the house.
If every time I listen to Tom Waits, I need to clear my throat.
All that you lack. Come on up to the house. Oh, your crying don't do no good. Come on up to the house.
I'm convinced that everyone, every shitty singer sounds better when they use this voice because it makes it sound like you meant to do it.
Up to the house.
Yeah, it's Tom Waits, Come On Up to the House. Check it out when you have a moment. And that Puddle's Pity Party, holy shit. That guy is fucking talented. All right, we got some more things coming in here. More things. Dan Vicious with $5 says best cover of a Black Sabbath song. Who was that chick with the huge tits and the guitar who used to cover songs and nobody had the nerve to tell her she was mid because her tits were fucking gigantic and she would just press them out at the... What was her name? This was 7-8 years ago. I remember seeing her. Numero uno with $5. Thank you very much, pal. Los Federales with $1 says R.I.P. Ozzy. Here's the deal, though. I'm all about rock, metal, old school classic rock. However, I never thought he was that great. Thousands of better artists out there. He was just okay, in my opinion. Puddle's Pity Party sounds like a PDF. I think he's a gay dude. He gives off very gay dude vibes. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Nader P says Puddles was amazing. I was surprised by how good he was live. He was really good, though. Very talented. Fuck you, dude says, every time I hear that, it reminds me of the Please Clap guy. Flagrant Vagrant says Puddles graped me one time. That's unfounded. Unfounded. No, not Lita Ford, not Wendy Whoppers. She's a YouTuber. The YouTuber who covers songs, guitar, big boobs. What's her name? Jess Greenberg. Oh, sorry, guy. Oh, God. I didn't realize. I am sorry, Bapa Shab. I'm really sorry, Sam Show. I didn't mean to upset you. Is she still doing videos, though? 1.39 million subscribers. Nope, her latest video was 5 years ago. But yeah, she'd have her tits out and she'd cover songs. That was her whole thing. She hasn't done a video for 5 years. Let's pick. I think Highway to Hell was one that I saw her do. Enter Sandman. That guitar is pushed up exactly where it needs to be. My Hero, Underdog, Fever. Let's go with the most popular. I'm sorry if you have to admit that these are good, Bapa Shah, but it is Jess Greenberg. I mean, dude, the top of her head's cut off. Her tits are in the center of the frame. The guitar's propping them up. I mean, could we be more shameless? Nope, wrong lyrics. It's not Season Ticket. Go back and listen to the song. He sees something on a one-way ride. Not a season ticket. I'm sure if you go to her comment section, it's all like, you are so amazing. You're the greatest. This is incredible. Yeah. 8 years, still find that voice amazing. Hot damn. I'm blown away. That's absolutely awesome, Jess. Congrats. All right. What happened to this chick? What happened to Jess Greenberg? Currently working as an associate at Black... Oh, no. Oh, no. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I don't believe in the world anymore. I don't believe nothing is good. Nothing is cool. There's no coincidences. Fuck me. I find a chick with big tits who sings songs. It's a very simple thing. Her name's Jess Greenberg. I tell Bapa Shab, I tell Sam Show, don't worry about it, guys. You're obsessed with this Jew thing. Knock it off. You're into stereotypes. Jess Greenberg is currently working as an associate at BlackRock in London. Fuck. Hold on, guys. It gets better. She previously worked as a financial analyst at Goldman Sachs and an analyst at Winston Capital. She is also known for her guitar playing and YouTube channel, which features her playing and singing. While she hasn't released new music videos for a while, she was active on her Facebook page as recently as February 2022. Fucking BlackRock and Goldman. God damn it. Papa Shop just writes, Halada Vagina says, that's even better. Was that BlackRock, Aaron? It was. It was BlackRock. Yes. Shit. Oh, someone, My Lost Interest writes, big pubes, but she's a Jew. There's nothing wrong with that's fine. There's beautiful Jewish women out there. It's just really unnerving that she works for BlackRock now. But damn, with $5 says Aaron is going to vote for this guy for governor. All right. Taste Fairy Iolta with $5 says, since everyone else is doing it. Yeah, you guys kind of turned this into a Rumble Friday. Papa Shab says that's way beyond mid. And then he writes, ha ha ha. Yes, I'm right. Classic Toe, 3 seconds of submitted clips, random nonsense that pops into his head that no one asked for, unlimited time. Just accept it. They are basically the Borg, says Papa Shab. Oh my God. Hulkamasha Baby writes every fucking time. My Lost Interest says the tits make it okay, though. I mean, that's my position. The tits make it fine. But then people like Papa Shab and Sam Show go like, well, you're the kind of goy that they trap in their web because you're about the tits and that's why they own Pornhub and shit. And it's like, yeah. Anna Wall says she's a honeypot. I mean, it's hard to argue when she's fucking Goldman and BlackRock. By the way, thank you for the contribution. $75 away from tonight's goal. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Keep going, guys. You've almost got this thing hammered out. Oh, and gifted memberships. 35 away from 300 if you'd like to contribute. Papa Shab says, if they got Abby Shapiro to pressure me, I might crack. I mean, if she pressed up, what if they hey, check this out. Abby Shapiro gives you a haircut. And while she's trimming up those sideburns, she's got to lean in. She's got to put the hairstylist tits on your arm and on your back. Abby Shapiro, not so anti-Semitic anymore, are you, buddy? Brian says, I would with Abby just to stick it to her brother. That's a little fucked up that the fact that you're thinking about Ben Shapiro when you're fucking Abby shows that it's a bit much. That's all. Bit much. Aces says them tits got Aaron spinning dreidels. All right, what's next? All right, Doctor. Oh, God, that's right. We didn't let you guys, our Minnesota audience, know this guy's running for governor again. This guy is a fucking charisma vacuum. The Republicans ran him last time solely for the purpose that he was right on COVID. That's it. It was just, hey, man, this guy's right on COVID. He's been crushing it on COVID. We should run him for governor. Oh, what other attributes does he have that might help us win the election? Huh? Well, I mean, the COVID shit, that's great. That's awesome. But it's 2022, and we kind of need something with a little more pop than just the COVID stuff. He hates masks and the vaccine, dude. All right. Anything else? No, I mean, outside of that, he's pretty much a bump on a log, pretty much basic white guy. Well, it's the Minnesota Republican Party. I forgive you. I mean, there were a lot of basic white guys running, right? Actually, no, we had a black guy. You had a black guy in Minnesota? You didn't run him? Yeah, well, he wasn't like the perfect black candidate. Why? Was he just too rural? Oh, no, he was from the suburbs. What the fuck? What, did they find out that, like, he used to be a communist? Actually, no, he was a police chief and a mayor, and he was really pro-law enforcement. That was our guy. You found a unicorn and you let him go for Bob.
And I grew up in a town just like this, Sleepy Eye, Minnesota.
Right, Sleepy Eye. That's your charisma level. Stay in your lane, bitch. Mayor of Sleepy Eye. That's perfect.
Tell me to go out and play and come back when the whistle blows. Dad's office was on Main Street next to the bakery. There was a hardware store and a lumber yard.
Oh my God, did they make this guy out of AI? Like, give me the All in the Family theme song personified into a candidate.
You could make a decent living, afford what you needed, and trust your neighbors. We can bring that back.
Yeah, we just got to, stop inflation and, over-leveraging people in debt and, selling homes to foreign companies and foreign investors, jacking up the price. That's why the average home buyer age is 56. If we can do all that shit, maybe apples would be 12 cents again. But guess what, buddy? This ain't Red Dead Redemption 2.
You work hard on the farm, or at the mine, up in an office, or down at the bar. I think you should have the dignity of a decent living. You should be able to afford what you need. Work.
Sure, great. Let's cut spending. Let's lower taxes. Let's not borrow so much at interest, so we have to make interest payments, which, of course, is a tax on future generations. Devalues the dollar because you have to print more money in circulation, chasing too few goods. God damn it, this isn't hard. It's almost like it's intentionally being fucked up.
Save and buy a house, because Minnesota is for families who want to build it, and America is for Americans who want to love it. 2 decades of liberal policies.
I will say this, like the families and the shit he's showing in this commercials. I may be a cynic. I may be a guy who, fucking poo-poos everything. The America he's showing is kind of nice. Just wish it existed.
Have made Minnesota too expensive, too dangerous, and thrown our culture out of whack. Tim Walz made it worse. A leader must take responsibility. Tim Walz didn't. And so he should.
Great. Can we put your ideas and your commercial production in a candidate who doesn't look like the most boring retired substitute civics teacher ever? That's what we need.
Couldn't be governor. Every day, I pay my employees. Every day, I pray for my patients. When I make mistakes, I take responsibility. I miss that town whistle, but we can't roll back the clock. But lower prices, law and order, standing up for what's right. We can bring that back. I'm Scott Jensen. I'm running for governor.
It is funny to watch like Omar Fatah be like, we need to raise the minimum wage and stop them from raising rent. And Scott Jensen's like, how about we work on lower prices? That's better for everybody, right? Let's put downward pressure on this shit and make the dollar worth more rather than try to inflate our way out of these things. No? Never mind. We'll see you in hell then. Yankee says no one cares. They want communist Somalis running this shit show now. Richard Head says not blow $17 billion from our budget. That would have been nice. Well, a lot of that was federal COVID money, so that was all kind of smoke and mirrors, and we just fucking spent it. Treetop Armadillo says he's the farmer from Babe, James Cromwell. Kind of. My Lost Interest says Aaron doesn't like this guy, but loves the music playing in the background. It's soothing, isn't it? It's really soothing. $75 away from tonight's goal. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. I love you. I love where you guys are right now. I almost said I love you guys. That would have been gay and forward, but thank you. You catch my drift. $75 away from tonight. We missed by 100 this morning, but if you guys knock that out, I'm willing to give you lots of extra time over the next few days. All right, what else do you got for us? There's a new Pete and Baz. Oh, no, this is 7 months ago. I don't like these guys as much as the Northern Boys, I'll be honest with you. I don't like these guys because they're like trying to be gangster. Oh, this is featuring the Northern Boys. Norman Payne is one of the baddest MCs out there.
Sink a gallon of gin, it's been a long day. Top speed, ripping the roads up in the wrong lane. Hop, skip and a jump out the dump truck. Headbutt back in your chest, make you concave. I got the vision of a hill throw. Eyes in the back of my head, back in the bilbo. Catapult another rock from his swamp pots. If he doesn't divvy the packet, give it the steel toe.
Hey! I got the blowing on my bagpipe. She been rocking me boat till I capsize. Gotta go, me cab's on the way, so I leave with a wink from the tip of my jap side. What's up, what's the deal, my brother? You don't wanna me to steal, my brother? Let a kid know that we shoot no porno. We gangbanging for real, my brother.
Midnight and the moonlight in me trench coat. Got me 6 cents setting in real quick. Backflip off the roof, grip the gutter pipe. Butterfly, kick you in your dick, that's some real shit. Drunk driver, trash can diver. I can make a shift from a twig MacGyver. Sweet cake cider, can't come inside her. I don't want another damn kid to provide for.
I'm an acorn, I'm an odd nut. I ain't the kind of tree you wanna bark up. I'll splash you with a puddle when I park up. You ask for a smoke, I'll say no, then I'll spark up. So what's good, bro? Your girlfriend's tits make my wood grow. Got packs in the walls in my White House. Think I won't war, but I will, son. Woodrow.
Big Bird.
I don't care about her. Oh, that's fun. These guys are better than most rappers that are out there right now. That guy's flow is tighter than Aaron's asshole. That's actually remarkably insulting. And I don't even know if it's accurate. Thank you very much. It's hurtful, first of all. Let's start with that. Fucking hurtful. Second of all, libel. Libel. Main Vein says, behind in the show, Aaron, you are wrong. Dio is supreme as a metal vocalist. Dio rules for eternity. I'm not going to fight you on that point. That's fair. I'm not going to, like, in terms of Ozzy versus Dio, I'm fine with either one of those takes. All right, continuing on tonight. System of it. Why did we get to System of a Down? Not that I don't like them. It's just... Never mind, I don't like System of a Down. Except that Serge Tankian kind of looks like old young Mick Foley. My eyes are blind, but I can see. A little Mick Foley and a little Hassan Piker. That's kind of what Serge looks like. Yeah, I'm not anti System of a Down. My Lost Interest says, when is a tight butthole an insult? No. They said that their rhymes are tighter than my asshole. Meaning, like, my asshole isn't as tight as their rhymes, meaning my asshole isn't that tight. That's how I took it. I took it as he was insulting the tautness of my anus. I could be wrong. What do you guys give us next? Kanye. Why this part?
Ahead of my time, sometimes years out, so the powers that be won't let me get my ideas out, and that make me want to get my advance out and move to Oklahoma and just live in my aunt's house. Yeah, I romanced the thought of leaving it all behind. Kanye, step away from the limelight, like when I was on the grind in the 1999 before model chicks was bending over.
He really was one of the best ever. I mean, people can try to like whitewash it and they can try to rewrite history or whatever. Kanye was one of the best of all time, for sure. Have you ever heard Jelly Roll rap, like 2015-ish? He was huge where I'm from before he ever sang country. I have heard Jelly Roll rap. He's really fucking good. People are asking if I'm drinking another Celsius. No, this is Minnesota Gold. I'm having a beer tonight. I'm being very understated with my alcohol consumption. I had a very good day today. I got two pieces of remarkably good news that I'm very, very thrilled about. And everything's shaping up very nice. Loaded Wrench with $5. Thank you very much, pal. That's very nice. $70 away from tonight's goal. You guys are wonderfully close. Keep going. Hammer it out. You guys have kind of started an impromptu Rumble Friday tonight. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. What'd you give us? Okay, this is going to upset a lot of people. I know they're from Minnesota. I think they're from Minnesota. I'm supposed to like them. I was never an Atmosphere guy. I always found Atmosphere's sound to be very, like, Minnesotan. I thought it was it's kind of the OGs of rap. Like, no, not like OG, but OGs.
Oh, no! Oh, jeez!
Never an Atmosphere guy. Who was the albino rapper from Minnesota? I think he's dead now. But there was an albino rapper from Minnesota. Everyone's like, oh my God, he's so amazing. It's like, no, it's just because he's from here. Like, if he was from Delaware, you wouldn't give a fuck.
For all of us that are easily distracted and patiently waiting for that American dream, staring at the cracked screen of my anti-fax machine. Crash landed where the woke intersect with the exhausted. They asked if I'm depressed, I don't doubt it. I was told it all began as a quest for some knowledge. Progress after you process the conflict, I'll be okay. And if I got one wish, I'd probably waste it trying to make myself an optimist. It's ironic.
See, like, they're just getting old and they're Midwestern. So they're just I mean, I can respect that they're rapping about old Midwestern shit, So they're real. That's something to appreciate. But I could never get into it. They just sounded too much like everyone I was surrounded by. Taste Very Ialto says, I loved Atmosphere when I was in my douche phase. Yeah, Actual Hype Train says, I used to fuck bitches that loved Atmosphere. No. Those bitches pretended to love Atmosphere because they thought that's what you say. Cocktiff says, Prof is the best out of Minnesota. Prof, that's the albino guy, right? Yeah, that didn't do it for me. You know? Johnny has a new shipment of koala steaks. Delish. I mean, that would be, I'd love to try koala meat. That could be absolutely delicious. What's next? We did that already. And then we have the, 78-year-old becomes the oldest police rookie in California history. Jesus.
After 10 long months, graduation day has arrived.
Delta College is a diverse educational institution.
I just want to point out that this story about a 78-year-old man becoming the oldest rookie police officer in California history is 4 minutes shorter than the story about the Nazi guy interview. What does that tell us? Also, he's also going to become the oldest California cop to shoot an unarmed black man. That's interesting. Boy, that guy's going to have a field day in their implicit bias training, isn't he?
The next round of police recruits from San Joaquin Delta College Post Academy, 7524,
Brittany Grigsby,
are ready to hit the streets.
It's a testament to their dedication and passion for this profession that these 32 graduates are here today.
Soon these new cops will be part of various departments.
Is this really that important that we need to do this big fucking run up? All right, great. Look, we have bald white guys and we have black women and we're diverse.
I got to meet this guy.
Grant Bedford is the university's police chief, and he's seen hundreds of applications come across his desk.
I got a letter, a snail mail letter.
But a year ago, he got something that he's never seen before.
Dear Chief Bedford, I write to express interest in a part-time position as an officer.
Holy shit, is this really worth that much of a setup? Who sent this in?
And toss it into the trash.
So how long have you been teaching law for?
Since 1983.
It's a long time.
Best job in the world. You're shaking your head? Yeah, I'd say so too. As I told my boss the other day, you either have to fire me or clear me out of here on the stretcher because I'm not leaving on my own.
Myers teaches at UC San Francisco Law.
Conduct in conformity with character, which we know you can't do.
So he teaches at a California law school. I bet you he's super based.
His specialties are criminal law and procedures.
No, it's not. I'm 100% sure that I remain younger because I'm hanging out with young people rather than a bunch of old fogies, of which I'm one.
I hate this. I don't care. It's like you're 2 minutes into the story and like, what are we telling this guy's fucking biography? Jesus Christ. It's like, yeah, Bapa Shab says this is like some police academy shit. Los Federales says every time he pulls the trigger, he sharts himself. Little bit. $70 away from tonight's goal. Do me a favor. You guys have spoiled me tonight. Keep going. Knock out that last 70. And we'll call it another win for the toe. Do you mind if we do my stuff tonight? It might work. It might not. I still can't get over the fact that it's still throwing me for a loop. That Jess Greenberg turned out to be an employee of BlackRock and Goldman Sachs. Oh, boy. That was... It was a little too, what do the kids say, on the nose, that one. I just remember her tits. That's all. Alex Jones was right again. I forgot about this one. So, Alex was on the Joe Rogan show years ago. And on the Rogan show, oh, hold on. Vidam with $5 says, don't follow Aaron and get stuck in this situation. Oh, God. Is it gay? It's going to be gay, isn't it? You guys are becoming too predictable. $65 away from tonight's goal. I appreciate the 5, Vidam. Let's see what you got. Oh, God. No, we can't show this. This is anal, rectal, foreign body Surgical, they're pulling something out of a man's asshole. No, Vadam, I'm not showing that on the program. They're digging into a man's asshole and they're going to pull something out of it. No thanks. No thanks, buddy. But thank you for the $5. Also, numero uno Josh Denny fan sent us something a while back. Apparently, Ozzy criticized Kanye West for using a Black Sabbath sample. How many years ago? When was this article written? More than a year ago. February 9th of last year. Ozzy was pissed that Kanye used a sample of his music, saying that Kanye is an anti-Semite. And he says, his wife Sharon said, Judaism is the only religion I have and the only one with which I feel comfortable. So, yeah, I guess Ozzy's pissed that Kanye used war pigs in one of his songs. Well, boo fucking who. He's dead. We're fine. Funeral director with $2 says, have you ever heard of After the Burial? They are from Minnesota. I am willing to look them up. I'm willing to give them a shot. Thank you for the $2, funeral director. I appreciate it. What is it? After the Burial. Okie dokie. Hum from the Hollow. Over 300 of you checking out the show at the moment. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay. This is fine. I'll take a hard pass. Thanks. It's cool. Don't worry about it. That's like the second most cringe Minnesota song ever made. Like from any. There was a band called Rocket Club, and we made fun of it on our show because we were on the radio at the same time as their lead singer was on the radio. And they tried to start like a country band, but they were all rock guys. But they were like, oh man, if we have a lot of country. So basically they worked for iHeartRadio and they were sports talk guys. But the thing was, iHeartRadio had a lot of country stations. So they're like, the guy who was on the iHeartRadio, the K-Fan Morning Show, he was like a club band act. They were like a cover band, right? Like you go to a VFW or you go to an American Legion and they're playing on a Friday, Saturday night. A bunch of 60-year-old women are dancing to, Crazy Bitch or something. And they thought, well, we got to get a single out because then iHeart, since we work for the company, they'll put it on all their country stations, force feed it down everyone's throat. But we're not really a country group. So we'll put together what we think a country song is about Minnesota. That'll play to the nation. And they came up with this bag of shit. I think this was like the only song they released. It was called North Country. And it's basically a word pasta of like, I do that. Water. Lakes. That's like Minnesota.
Well, the weekend's finally here.
We love the weekend.
St. Croix River, here I come.
I know where the St. Croix River is.
It's time for me to disappear. Headed to that sky blue water.
Dude, my family has a lake. We have a lake. We go to the lake too.
I'm going up north. 10,000 lakes.
That's Minnesota.
Those blue-eyed girls know something, so you better be listening.
That's right. We have pretty girls.
Gather up all of your friends.
So
This is where the black top ends. This is where the fun begins.
It has like every country like stereotype.
North Country.
Like that's something you got to get pumped about. You got to get excited that you're entering North Country. I mean, it's really more of a Bob Dylan kind of a vibe than anything else. McBuster says gay. Brian says stop it. Oy vey. Papa Shop says, those 5-head girls know something. 09 Canyon says, and most of the people up there hate you, but need your money. That's just it. Like, if you're a suburban or a city kid and you come up north, it's like all those people can't wait for Labor Day because they're like, oh, these people are fucking gone. I mean, it's good business in the summer, but Jesus Christ, I can't stand these people. Vadam with $5. Thank you very much. Another 5. He says, outshop pranks. All right, we'll check it out. $60 away from tonight. Thank you, guys. We're getting close. I appreciate it. Sam Show says, why do they show the keyboard player? Nobody likes the keyboard player. Taste Fairy Ialto says, that's what all country sounds like to me. My point exactly. Actual Hype Train says, how old is that song? Minnesota has fallen to Somalia at the moment. Not up north. Up north in Minnesota, they don't do that. It's not a Somali thing. They haven't made it up there. They don't like it. Anonymous Fake Dono with $5 says Ozzy and Sharon talking about assisted is trending on TikTok. The timing so close to his last show does seem a little strange. Oh, is the conspiracy theory already out there that Ozzy and Sharon may have done a little assisted goodbye? I mean, if the guy had Parkinson's and he was suffering, who am I to tell him he can't, you know? Jane says the second video was more satanic. I would actually agree with that. Only $55 away from tonight. Holy shit. Thank you, guys. My Lost Interest says we had the same problem living in northern Michigan. Damn flatlanders from the city. Wait, was it, did you live like up here? I love that. Anytime someone says I'm from Michigan, I go, like, where? They fucking do that. So, like, Detroit is here, right? Like, if I'm going Motor City, I'm going, like, down here. You know how I know that? The Motor City Machine Guns tag team. I think it's, like, on the heel of your palm by your thumb is where Detroit would be. That's what they say. They say Michigan. This is how retarded Michiganders are, except My Lost Interest. They're like, our state is shaped like a hand. So if you just put your hand out, you can point to where you live. Like, I assume that's how really drunk retards in Michigan talk to an Uber driver. They're like, I live here. Go right there. There's a lake by our house. Where is Detroit on a Michigan map? So is that, yeah, that's over by the thumb. See, I got it right. Right there. That's where Detroit is. Right on the thumb, right off the thumb. I know that. Hey, just before you guys say, Aaron, pro wrestling's gay, you don't learn anything from pro wrestling. Fuck that noise. I learned that shit from the Motor City Machine Guns, my man. Funeral Director with $5 says Pendulum is an older, better song by After the Burial. No offense. After the Burial made me shit my pants, so I don't like them. Sorry, buddy. I appreciate it, but I can't. Vadam with $5 says House Republican getting kicked out. No. Pint House Republican getting kicked out. There was a Democrat that just left office because she got convicted of burglary. She lost her burglary case, and she's got to get the fuck out. My Lost Interest says, yep, Traverse City, Michigan. The Michigan hand directions is a real thing. I know shit about your state. I'm a traveled, well-cultured man. Thank you very much. The United States can be your hand, to be honest. This is Florida. So that I can't. Einstein couldn't tie his tie in the mirror. Donkey Dick says behind in the show, but outside of Prince and a handful of one-hit wonders, the Minnesota music scene sucks. He ain't wrong. I can't get the Minnesota music scenes back, unfortunately. Thank you very much, guys. $50 away from tonight's goal. You're so nice. Thank you so much. You finish that up, you knock out the 100 from this morning, you're getting a shitload of extra time. Ryan the Garbage Man with $1 says the Trash Men were from Minnesota. Surfing Bird. Yeah, Great. Another thing we can fucking thank Family Guy for is that shitty song Never Dying. Actual Hype Train says, Aaron, you watch UFC? Not as much as I used to. A lot of my generation's guys are out, like Poirier and Holloway had some of their last fights this weekend. I think it's Poirier's last fight, not Holloway's, or the other way around. Those guys are from my era. Jan Blachowicz, Kamaru Usman. You know, all those guys are like, they're getting out of the game. Gray Duckling with $5 says, who the fuck is taking music advice from you? Well, not you, apparently, Gray Duckling. Not you. $45 away from today's goal. Also, Vadam is now at $50. So he is now in fourth place, putting Flinty Gecko in. No, I'm sorry. He's in third place, tied for first. Look at Vadam. Holy shit. Zen Man now going into fourth place. Flinty Gecko is in the cuck chair. And Angel Roll is now falling out of the cuck chair back into the swing of things. Haha. At $25. So it's a three-way tie for first. Naughty Pine with 50, Loopy with 50, and Vadam with 55. $45 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys so much.
DC Luxury.
All right, Florida Republican faces eviction from luxury DC penthouse over $85,000 rent debt. Dude, pay your fucking bills, homie. You're a Republican. You guys are supposed to be the fiscal responsibility people. Ha ha! I'm just kidding.
Apartment complex once a Florida congressman evicted. The owners of 1331 Maryland say Congressman Corey Mills owes more than $80,000 in unpaid rent.
Our Matt Gregory looked into.
You know, if he just votes for one defense bill, he can probably get that covered by Raytheon.
How this is possible and what the congressman has to say.
So court documents show that Florida Congressman Corey Mills.
Gee, fuck. He really aggressively threw that picture at us, didn't he? Watch.
Court documents show that Florida Congressman Corey Mills.
All right, I believe you.
Lives in a penthouse apartment inside this building and pays roughly $20,000 a month in rent.
Doxing.
They also say that he now owes nearly half of his annual congressional salary in back rent.
Damn.
This month, Bazzuto Management Company.
Congressmen only make $160,000 a year? On the books, I suppose, yeah.
Filed this eviction suit in D.C. Superior Court. It's the first step in
How can you make $160,000 a year? Obvious question here, guys. How can you make $160,000 a year, but you have penthouse rent at $20,000 a month? Anybody? Like, are we just letting that go? That's why I fucking hate the news, too. They're like, oh, we did good work. We showed that he's behind on his rent. You want to dig a little deeper and find out why a congressman making $160 a year can somehow afford a $20,000 a month penthouse? Well, apparently he can't. He's behind by $80,000.
Forcing Florida's 7th District Rep Corey Mills out. The paperwork claims Mills hasn't paid rent since March of this year, and he's on the hook for $85,000. Now, according to congressional records, Mills makes around $174,000 a year as a
indeed. Very interesting.
A congressman. But the suit details problems going back to 2023. That's the same year Mills took his seat in Congress, and the same time he rented the $20,000 a month penthouse apartment. The suit shows a ledger of payments dating back to when he first signed the lease that claims to show Mills often paid his rent late. Bazzuto started grounds to terminate the lease.
I wonder how much extra money, because it did say in there it's a 5% surcharge for paying your rent late. I wonder, just like, how much, like, I wonder how much in late fees he ends up paying just because he's a dipshit.
Back in January of this year. So what does Congressman Mills have to say about these eviction proceedings? His office did not respond immediately to our request for comment, but
that's $1,000 a month in late payments. Dude, just set, I mean, must be great. You make $160,000 a year as a congressman, but you can still afford to burn $1,000 a month right in front of us. It must be nice.
But the congressman did go on Twitter or X to respond to the allegations, and he says this was all caused by a computer issue with rent payments.
Oh, doesn't that suck when these crooked congressmen have problems that nobody else ever fucking has and it doesn't sound believable in the least? I hate it when that happens.
Congressman Mills,
and still, like, the news is not digging in. How are you affording this on $160,000 a year? Nope, not a peep about that. Just, that's America, though. Like, America getting focused on the wrong thing because getting focused on the right thing is way too difficult and it hurts to think and you get brain freeze.
Responded to another reporter's earlier reporting of this issue online, writing, quote, "Here's just the past 2 months where you can see I'm repeatedly asking for payment links, and again, as I tried with management today, it failed to process."
Pay your fucking rent. Like, who else? Oh, just talking to management. I was just send me the link. Pay your rent. Write a check. Drop it off at the office. Jesus Christ.
Then he posted screenshots he believes back up his claim. There's one of an error message he says he received when he tried to pay his rent.
Probably because you didn't have enough money on the fucking card to pay your rent. Or a lot of times your bank won't let you make a $20,000 transaction that way.
Other screenshots show follow-up emails with management where he claims he tried to get a different link to pay his rent. Regardless, the eviction case against Congressman Mills goes forward.
Oh, okay, great. And that's the end of the story. We're not going to dig into the clear, like, how that doesn't fit in this guy's budget. Fuck us in the ass, right? Thank you, Vidam, for the $5. You're now in first place, and we're $40 away from tonight's goal. Holy shit. How long has it been since Vidam was not only in the top 5, but he was number 1? It's been a while. Thank you, buddy. Vidam taking his rightful place at the top of the heap. Naughty Pine in second. Loopy in third. Zen Man still in fourth. And Flinty is in the cuck chair, hanging in there at $40. Thank you, Vidam. My Lost Interest says his landlord doesn't accept rent checks from Israel.
You guessed it, a Jew.
There you go. All right, what else have you sent me?
This is what the
Judge Boyd exposes mom's dangerous double life in court. Ooh, this is 18 minutes long, though. I hope this cuts to the chase.
Probation officer is saying to me about you. And how old are you?
20.
All right, you're 20.
20.
Since obtaining the probationer's case, when they say probationer, they're talking about
Here we go. We got to go to the
days
here.
in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? Yes. And up to Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We'd ask that you would, Judge.
Well, I want to skip
This
around.
If they are recommending inpatient treatment for her.
For that CAC evaluation, since you ordered it in custody.
Yes. Up to 2 weeks. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you?
Apparently she has a kid and she's on drugs and whatever. Jesus fucking Christ. Guys, thank you very much for whoever sent that link, but send timestamps if it's like 18 minutes long. You know? If it's that long, just, you know, maybe give me a timestamp because I'm kind of flying blind when you just send these in. All right, what's the next one?
What started
Because then we have to get to Alex Jones was right about organ harvesting. That's another one where Alex Jones went out on a limb. He's like, they're harvesting organs before people are dead. They're starting the process. They're killing your loved ones because they want their kidneys. RFK Jr. came out this week. He said, yeah, we found a shitload, like a troubling amount of hospitals that are like taking people's organs before they're dead or like starting the process while they're still showing signs of life. So there's another one that Alex Jones was right about. Let's do this one first, and then we'll get to that.
A normal day at this Tempe auto repair shop took an unexpected turn as more than a dozen people flooded the building.
We didn't know if it was a robbery. We didn't know if they were going to start grabbing equipment. We had no idea what was going on. It happened very quickly.
David Hyland, the owner of Hyland Auto Repair, says that their shop was the target of a social media prank ahead of the holiday weekend. However, these people's pursuit for social media clicks could have taken a dangerous turn.
We didn't know if they were grabbing stuff and stealing it or just trying to film a prank.
This all started when two guys walked up to the repair shop.
making accusations or threats that they were sent here by somebody to take over our business.
Highland says everyone was
Dude, this is a bunch of mechanics, probably a shitload of them with criminal records, not afraid to get in a bar fight or two back in their day, and they're wielding like heavy wrenches and all kinds of like heavy auto parts and shit. Do you really want to be fucking with these people? God, it's stupid. It's almost worth them catching a beating just so they can learn not to do this shit. Did anyone else see the $31.99 oil change? That's a screaming deal. It does tell you about inflation, though. When I was a kid, $19.99 oil change. That was a deal.
Confused, and that's when a van full of people pulled up.
20 guys with tire irons.
They look like teens to me. Look like unruly teens.
Impact wrenches, screwdrivers, all sorts of items that you would, of course, use to work on cars, but can also be used as weapons.
In their surveillance video, you can see people appear to be dressed as auto mechanics flood the bay, looking at cars and equipment. During this time, Highland thought that they were being robbed, so they called police.
I would think that I'm being raided by retards.
It wasn't until later that they learned that this was a stunt for social media.
Very concerned. This is not a publicly accessible area. There's lots of things that you can get tripped on, slip and fall. We had vehicles up in the air. They physically climbed under vehicles, under the hood.
Drop them on them then. Easy solution. Everybody goes home happy.
What really concerns them is it appears as though they're not just messing with any cars, they're messing with customers' cars.
Well, no shit. It's an auto repair place. Not only that, but like that, I hate that these pranks put people in an awkward position because I think it should be totally above board and by the book, and it should not be against the law to just like drop cars on these assholes if they come in and go laying underneath the cars. It should be fine to slam a car hood on their fingers and break their fingers. Like, if you're going to do something that stupid and you're going to go invade someone's property and just be a fucking nuisance like that, I think you should have to take your safety into your own hands. And I'm not saying they should be allowed to kill you, but like some broken fingers or, you know, a concussion here and there, I think that's more than warranted for how stupid this is.
All the vehicles that they did lean into or open the doors on, we did call those clients and have them come down to look at their vehicles and make sure that nothing was taken.
Great. So now you're inconveniencing those people. They have to now leave whatever they're doing, work, cleaning their house, watching TV, whatever. And now they have to come down because a bunch of unruly teens had to come by and be silly for their social media accounts. Oh, just people who live too much on the internet and live too much on social media, I think we'd be doing them all a big favor because none of them can fight. I think we'd be doing them all a really big favor if every time they tried to go out into the real world and try some shit that they planned up on the internet, you just beat the living dog shit out of them. I think it would help them. I'm not even saying do it like, because I understand beating the shit out of someone does make you feel bad in a way, you know, if you're not a sociopath. So you are kind of taking on this plight on your own, but I think it does them a lot of good.
Or damaged.
Tempe police.
Because I think a lot of these people on terminally online people, I think they're so like brain rotted. I think they're so mentally ill that they have it flipped. They think the internet is the real world and the real world is like the simulation. They're that, I'm telling you guys, they're that fucked up, and they can stare at you right in the face and go, no, I don't believe that. And they're just, they might not even know.
Confirmed that they have received several reports of a person who goes by Heston James on social media doing similar acts to other businesses. We reached out to his page, however, have received no response.
Look at that. 38 million views.
And Tempe police also confirming that they are investigating several reports on Heston James.
Yeah, see, now you're just wasting the police time. You're just, when this could all be solved with a couple of pipe wrenches to the rib cage, and it would all be taken care of. Jane says, shooting pranksters should be a right. Right? I don't think anyone here is in disagreement. My Lost Interest says they should all be arrested for trespassing. Mad Move says, would you feel bad for beating up Mersh? Yes, I'm not going to beat a handicapped person who has no shoulders. That's not something no, I would not take any glee in that. Beating up Mersh would not make me feel good. Because the only way you'd feel good about beating someone up is if you have any doubts about your ability to beat up said person in the first place. Like that's like I wouldn't feel like I would feel good if like I had a rematch from the guy with my first fight when I was only a couple months in and I beat him. I would feel good about that. which I would. But like a guy with no shoulders who is sedentary the entire fucking day and it just basically just a drug addict? No, I'm not going to feel good about that. Especially from someone who had a shoulderdectomy. And cross eyes, he can't even see me right. Jesus. I might smack him upside his head and straighten out his eyeballs, though. That would be helpful. And he would say, thank you, Mr. Imholt. And I would say, that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. All right, let's get to Alex Jones being right. And then, holy shit, we've only got a half hour left in tonight's show. Thank you. $40 away from tonight's goal. Hey, do us a favor. Bang out that last 40. It's a nothing goal. Appreciate it. We don't have to take care of this morning's 100. It's not your guys' responsibility to knock out the morning show's goal. I just said if you do, I'd go till 9 tonight. I'd go till 9 tomorrow night, regardless of what happens. And I do an hour for you on Thursday at about 6:30. But it's up to you. Just knock out that 40, and I think we're good. Jane says, yes, we help the morning show. Your call. Your call on what you want to do. Mad Move says Mersh ran from Baked Alaska. Yeah, I don't think anyone really lives that down. $40 away. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Okay. Alex Jones. This was Alex on Joe Rogan in 2019. So this is 6 years ago. And Alex Jones was, again, he was called crazy. He was called insane. He's a madman. Where does Alex Jones get this shit from? This is lunacy. Here's Alex on Joe Rogan talking about organs.
So the baby's worth $500,000.
Who's paying that?
In the chain of delivery, just on time delivery. Each organ's worth a lot of money. And so, but if you kill them right on the spot, they're like, why are we wasting this 7 pounds of meat?
Why was Ethan Ralph the doctor? That's like a Ralph and Brad. Why are we wasting this 7 pounds of meat, bish?
So see, if they can keep them alive, and now they've built these new wings. They've built new wings. No, I can pull up. They have wings.
Featuring Thomas Hayden Church. Sorry, it's stupid.
Where they go, oh, we consider the baby dead. The mother decided it didn't live. If she decides we resuscitate and it lives, but it didn't resuscitate. It's flesh.
It's a cross between like Ethan Ralph and a Southern plantation owner. Like, oh, my word, we're going to have us a mint julep and then we're going to abort some babies. Oh, yes, we are, bish.
The legalese. It's passed into a special ward with doctors that make a few million a year and the little.
That's right, $1 million a year, tax-free, bish. I didn't know that Alex Jones did this voice.
Flesh ball is kept alive and comfortable until all the orders come in, the planes land, and they take the organs, then they take the blood, and they take the skin, Joe. You see how...
Look at Joe's face. He's like, look, this is my friend, and he's usually right about this. This is what Patrice O'Neal meant when he said Alex Jones is right, but he shoves marbles up his ass. Patrice O'Neal always said about Alex Jones, he'll tell you 2 + 2 is 4, and it checks out. You can do the work. 2 + 2 is 4. But he shoves marbles up his ass so nobody wants to listen to him. If a guy's telling you some real shit, but while he's doing it, he's going, sorry, I'm shoving marbles up my asshole. You're going to be like, all right, I just don't want to listen to the message you're giving me. No, it's the good shit. Oh, no, it's really like, this is factual stuff. This is like coming from deep classified sources. Oh God, that was a, you know what? That was a one of the bigger ones. Bigger diameter. I'm working my way up to it. Now when I walk, I rattle.
Now
Dude,
you know
you're freaking
why.
me out with his voice.
No, but see, it's a Southern loving voice. You see, my dad knew organ harvesters in Dallas, and he said, don't sign your organ donor card. They've got corrupt hospitals where if you're totally viable, they take your organs.
Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
then I said, Dad, you're crazy, but I didn't sign the organ donor card. And then my dad owned a hospital, too, in Dallas. Then when I was a decade later at my grandparents' house before my grandpa died, watching 60 Minutes, and it was Dallas, Texas, and Chicago caught killing people that were viable to take their organs. Tonight, the 60 Minutes expose. And it was the freaking hospital my dad told me about.
Jesus Christ.
So, Joe, that's what I'm telling you is, were you at the kitchen table when you were 8 hearing about cyborgs? See, that's why I know about this. My dad never got fully into it. He decided to get out of it. And he decided to get out of it.
You're legitimately freaking me the fuck out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think a lot of people, there's the marbles up the ass with the, tax-free babies, bish. Like, there's that, and that kind of trips people out about Alex Jones. But then also, there's the shit where, like, Alex goes, all right, and then after that, they're going to build the human cyborgs, and after the human cyborgs, they're going to build, and then people are like, you know what, this shit's too heavy for me, I can't take it, I'm just going to choose not to listen to the guy because this is freaking me the fuck out. It's like putting on the sunglasses and they live, is what it is. Like, they're putting on the they live glasses, and it goes from drink Coca-Cola to obey and feed us your babies, and that's why they don't, but we just got it from Secretary Kennedy himself. Yes, this one. Kennedy! Yeah. Our findings, let's put it up on the screen. Our findings show that hospitals allowed the organ procurement process to begin when patients showed signs of life. And this is horrifying. I don't think horrifying is a good enough word. But he says the organ procurement organizations that coordinate access to transplants will be held accountable. The entire system must be fixed to ensure that every potential donor's life is treated with the sanctity it deserves. It does make sense that if you are an organ donor, they're coming for you. If you're an organ donor, they're going to try and get as many of your organs as humanly possible. And they're going to get them as quickly as possible. That makes sense. That's not even like conspiracy level crazy. That just makes point A to point B sense. That like, hey, we stand to make a shitload of money harvesting your organs. And you're kind of on the borderline of, are you going to make it? Are you not going to make it? You're leaning towards circling the drain. At the very least, I can believe that they're not going to try as hard to save you because they want those organs. And at the very most, I could see them saying, well, once someone expires, a lot of those organs start to go bad. So why don't we start the process while they're still kicking? I have no problem believing that. Actually, I'm sure it's happening. Under Secretary Kennedy's leadership, HHS is restoring integrity and transparency to organ procurement and transplant policy by putting patients' lives first. These reforms are essential to restoring trust, ensuring informed consent, and protecting the rights and dignity of prospective donors and their families. I'll tell you this. I don't have my wallet with me to look at my license, but whenever it's coming up for renewal again, I'm not going to sign the donor thing. I'll pass, thanks. I'm good. I don't need to sign the donor card shit. Because it's just like, again, if you do it, who's to say that they won't, that they're going to give you the absolute best care they can. Jane says, I'm not a donor. I'm paranoid. Do you even have to be paranoid anymore? I don't even think you have to be paranoid anymore. I think you just have to be kind of paying attention. Yeah, Papa Shab, were you at the kitchen table when you were 8 hearing about cyborgs? I will say that might be part of Alex's problem. I'm not saying that his dad was wrong about the organ harvesting. Where there's money, there's motivation to be corrupt and evil and deny human life. I get that. I understand that. But like when he goes to that's the shoving marbles up your ass. Were you 8 years old with your dad talking to you about cyborgs? No, because my dad wasn't in the habit of scaring the living dog shit out of me when I was younger. Alex is one of those guys who grows up fucked up, but he thinks everybody did it. So he doesn't really see it as fucked up. Satan's Mechanic says Aaron has been talking to his crazy uncle. Oh, he's not my crazy uncle. He's my uncle who knows some shit. You know what he knows? And I can't buy this one. I got to say, I can't sign off on that one. But he did give me the straight dish on what's going on between Israel and Iran and the United States and the bombings. You guys want to know about that? knock out that $40 that we got left. Let's hammer out the goal and call it another win for the toe. We've been really close all night. I appreciate you guys. Just bring it in for a landing. $40 away from tonight. You know, we lost by 100 this morning. Willing to forgive and forget. I am offering you guys a shitload of bonus time for it, but we don't have to have it. What I do need is the 40 to be knocked out, the goal to be hammered out tonight. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. Throw us a few bucks. We'll get that thing KO'd in no time. I really hope you guys consider throwing in. And then I'll let you know what my uncle told me about Iran and Israel and what's going on with tunnels and shit like that. The House of Representatives today subpoenaed Ghislane Maxwell. I don't know if you heard about this, folks. But yeah, they subpoenaed Ghislane Maxwell, and I have a feeling that we're not going to get that moment. I have a feeling that somebody's going to block it. I'm going to tell you this. I saw something today where when I first read it, I went, no fucking way, not happening, not in a million years. But the more I've thought about it, I'm like, fuck, they're going to do it. A pardon for Ghislane Maxwell. That, like, if Trump hasn't shoved the knife deep into MAGA's back hard enough yet, a pardon for Ghislane Maxwell would totally do it. They can't do it, though, especially not before the midterm elections. You cannot pardon her. Unless Trump was sent by the CIA to completely destroy the Republican Party forever, you cannot pardon Ghislane Maxwell. But her testifying before Congress, look, you know me. I've said this about the Epstein stuff from day one. I don't think anything's going to happen because nothing ever happens. Forget it. I'm not expecting anything. I don't think we're going to get Ghislane Maxwell in front of Congress testifying, but I think it's great that people are voting for it. By the way, there was a vote on releasing the Epstein files. And you know how we were showing that clip of Speaker Mike Johnson talking to Mark Levin, and we're like, wow, these two guys just looking at him and listening to them talk like a couple of Washington dorks. It's like, this is the problem with the Republican Party. Well, I always tell you guys, when you have that gut feeling about something like that, roll with it. You got to go with that vibe. Speaker Mike Johnson today just announced that he's shutting down the House until September to block a vote on releasing the Epstein files. Congress is being intentionally frozen to protect the pedos. Can't make it up. Speaker Johnson putting them in adjournment. Speaker Johnson, September. Shuts down House to block Epstein vote. They were going to vote on releasing all of the Epstein files. Somebody brought it up. It passed all the committees and everything enough, or at least it was something that maybe didn't need to go through committee. And they just shut it down. He just shut the Speaker of the House shut the whole fucking thing down instead of voting on releasing the Epstein files. And the reason he shut it down is because he knew it was going to pass and he didn't want that happening. Bapa Shab says Dershowitz is already laying the groundwork. It's going to happen. The pardon or the testifying before Congress? I could see the testifying before Congress before the pardon. I could see Dershowitz exchanging like, hey, Ghislane gets released from prison if she testifies about Epstein before Congress, which would mean that Ghislane Maxwell has given us more info on Jeffrey Epstein than the entire Trump administration. Wow. Wally World with $5. Thank you, pal. He says, don't check the organ donor on your license or your tissue will end up enlarging somebody's dick. I will live forever on a man's cock. I got to stop saying shit like that. Because in the context of the show, it's just a silly, funny, dumb throwaway line. But I forget that these things can be clipped and taken out of context and the whole fuck. $35 away from tonight's goal. 20 minutes left in the program. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Knock out that last $35 and let's call it another win for the toe. Never mind. It's not $35. It is No Pen 15 Fathead with $10 says, see you this weekend, boss. Sincerely, No Pen 15 Fathead. Thank you, pal. That puts us $25 away from tonight's goal. Thank you very much. Keep it going. We appreciate it. And yes, get your tickets to the Steel Toe 11th anniversary weekend. We have 36 tickets left for the comedy show. If you're a VIP, claim yours. Otherwise, go to eventbrite.com. Steel Toe Morning Show 11th anniversary weekend party. Get those tickets. Me, Keanu, Gino, Johnny. We got the comedy show. That's the only thing you have to pay for on Saturday. You can come out to Stoney's. You can party with us. You can be in the cornhole tournament. We're going to do a $200 prize, $100 for each partner for whoever wins. Enter for free. Walk away with some money. Then we've got the golf tournament on Sunday. That is $60 to be in the golf tournament, or $150 to sponsor a hole. You get 2 free passes with that, signage out at the whole deal. Go ahead, Wapakata Golf Club. 8 a.m. is our first tee time, and we want you out there for that. We've got a good number. We've got a number I'm happy with. Anything else is icing on the cake. The top 2 spots are going to get some money out of that deal, out of our golf gathering, our golf outing. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. We're going to sell out for the comedy show. There's only a few dozen of those left. Get them today. I'm sure Thursday and Friday are going to be where the big run on tickets is. Get ahead of that. Eventbrite.com. We want to see you there at the anniversary party. My lost interest with $2 says Maxwell found dead in her cell in 3, 2, 1. And punt. Sorry, that's it's a different Maxwell. I apologize. It's fucking stupid. $25 away from tonight's goal. Guys, do us a favor. 15 minutes left. Knock out that last 25. Make me feel good. Show us a win, because we got down to that number really nice and easy tonight. I mean, it was a really smooth process for banging out tonight's goal. So let's make sure we can take it all the way. I got some more news for you tonight. The editor-in-chief of NPR is resigning after Congress voted to cut their funding. Edith Chapin is out as the editor-in-chief of NPR. I have a feeling somebody may have thought that their paycheck was about to get smaller. After all, I mean, did you see how much money? They cut billions of dollars. Billions from PBS and NPR. Dude, I mean, Steel Toe has shown NPR the way. You can rattle a can. You can beg for money. Wouldn't it be great to have NPR have a goal? If you hit the goal today, we'll be sending you an NPR fresh air tote bag and also a Fight Climate Change sticker for your Subaru. Wouldn't that be awesome? You get all kinds of climate change stuff and tote bags from NPR. We've got a Prairie Home Companion double-sided dildo for you and your companion. If we hit the goal today on NPR. I have a feeling NPR's goals might be a little higher than the Toes. I don't mean to brag, but I feel like ours might be a little lower. Somebody says she looks like Elizabeth Warren. She looks a lot like Elizabeth Warren, dude. Vidam with $2 says, what's happening with Johnny? He is moving to Canada to live with Digger. Can Johnny get free health care and government checks when he moves there? How long does it take to be a Canadian citizen? I don't know. I don't know anything about where Johnny's moving. I don't know if he's moving to Canada. I don't know if he's moving to, Mulberry Street. I got no clue. All I know is $25 is our goal. Unreal Grift and her smug face would be a shame if she found diversity. Taste Fairy Ialto says, could you imagine a PBS Rumble Friday? I think it would be good for the whole country. I really do. I think it would be great for the whole country if NPR had to have a goal and they had to do it the Steel Toe way. That would be nice. Actual Hype Train says, damn, he wouldn't tell you. He's told me some things. But I just don't, I don't want to dig. I don't want to pry. His business is his business and he should be allowed his privacy. Plus I have a big mouth. So I just, whatever he wants to do is up to him and I support it 100%. You know what else I support? you supporting this program. $25 in 13 minutes. I feel like we're already there. Just make it so. We got so many stories tonight too, because you guys you wanted to do a lot of Ozzy stuff tonight. You wanted to send in a lot of things. We were well over 300 all evening long. I really appreciate that. Twitter was really solid tonight. So thank you to everyone who watched the show. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, hit thumbs up or thumbs down, either one. They're all interactions. They all go to the algorithm. Did you hear about the scandal with the fire aid money that was raised for the LA wildfires? I think, check me on this if I'm wrong, I think they stole a good chunk of it. I really do. I think they might have stolen the fire aid money. When $100 million was raised by 2 fire aid concerts at the Intuit Dome, not the Inuit Dome, that'd be weird, and Kia Forum in Inglewood, California, with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Green Day, Billie Eilish, and Jelly Roll, you'd have thought the money would make its way to fire victims, but it's not that simple. If you donated to fire aid for the victims of the Palisades fires, your money didn't go to them. It went to a political NGO. I am not shitting you. If Green Day's involved, there's going to be some bullshit political cause. So it went to some non-government organization, which means there's no guarantee it's going to the Palisades fire victims. And it's probably going to get funneled. They're going to try and brand it as Palisades fire relief, but it's going to go to some social cause that's just in that area. The editor reached out to the Annenberg Foundation, which was tasked with distributing funds, in April to find out how fire victims could receive direct financial help. The answer was the money was intended for nonprofits. No individual could receive money, even though it was intended for fire victims. I have a feeling that there's a lot of people who would not have donated money to this cause had they known it wasn't going to individual fire victims. So this organization that ran these concerts collected the money and then just handed it off to a charity group, and they got to do fuck knows what with it. The money was doled out to nonprofits like Pathways LA after the fire, California Native Vote Project, Instituto de Educación Popular del Sur de California, and the state's very own Cal Volunteers. Here's a little something about Cal Volunteers. Round 2 of grants handed out in early June. $25,000 or it says $25,000 million. I don't think that's accurate. Was given to various nonprofits, including the state of California's Cal Volunteers. California Volunteers is the state office tasked with engaging Californians in service, volunteering, and civic action to tackle our state's most pressing challenges. According to Jacqueline Yanacci, the head appointed by Newsom, she receives a salary of $141,000 a year, and this group serves under the governor. There is a 25-member board of commissioners for Cal Volunteers, appointed by the governor. The First Lady, Jennifer Siebel Newsom, serves as the honorary chair. This is fucky. So they might have raised $200 million for all of these fire victims, and a lot of it might go to the Newsom family. This is how the NGO industrial complex works. Donations are given to one large nonprofit to manage and distribute to smaller nonprofits. In this case, the PA-based Annenberg Foundation managed the fire aid funds. Their CEO, a former media executive, earns over $735,000 per year. They're going to fuck these people, aren't they? They're about to fuck every single one of these poor fire victims. Papa Shab says Chrissy Castro is who owns the California Native Vote Project. Chrissy Castro's mother is Jewish. Well, oh my God. So yeah, look, they're going to fuck somebody over. They're going to fuck everybody over. as a matter of fact. Hey, guys, I hate to do this to you, but we are 8 minutes away and just a pesky $25 away from tonight's goal. Wrap it up. I don't want to have a double loss, and I know $25 is kind of just like it's a kind of a cleanup number. It's just to hit zero. But humor an old man. Humor me, knock out this last 25 in the next 8 minutes, and let's call it a win for the toe. On a Wall, gifting a membership. Thank you very much. And even $20 away from tonight, and 34 memberships away from 300. Now, I just want to knock out the 20. If you guys do get generous and you knock out the 100 we were short this morning, I will go till 9 tonight, 9 tomorrow, and we'll do 1 hour on Thursday. But that's an exploding offer for tonight only. Really, all I want to do, I want to make sure we hit the 20 and I can go to bed happy. Wally World gifting a membership. Thank you, Wally World. That's $15 away, or 3 gifted memberships away, and just 33 gifted memberships away from 300 here on Rumble. Keep going. $15 away. We're just about there, and you guys made it look, I will be honest with you, you guys made it look pretty easy tonight. You made it look pretty easy. So you got Actual Hype Train gifted a membership, and I don't know where the other one went, but feel free to pass them along. Keep going. $15 away in about 7 minutes. Keep it up, and we're all happy here tonight. That organ harvesting thing is wild, and that's one I'm not going to be able to get out of my head. And that's one that you're going to sound crazy telling your kids or your family members about, like telling them, hey, don't sign the donor thing on your driver's license. They're like, why? Do you not care about getting people organs? And then you get all wild-eyed and crazy. You're like, no, because if you get in an accident and you're almost dead, they're going to harvest your organs and fucking kill you. And they'll be like, all right, you need to, honestly, you either need to drink more or drink less, but it's definitely, there's something off balance here about you. Actual Hype Train says, sweet, what comes with a membership? Oh, no ads. No ads on this channel. You don't have to watch any Rumble ads when you have a Steel Toe channel membership, my friend. $15 away from tonight's goal. Knock it out. Finish it off. Call it a win. Let's do it. Mike Shinoda of Lincoln Park is claiming that fans are lashing out at their new singer, Emily Armstrong, because she's a woman. I just want to say this to Mike Shinoda. I just want to be very clear about it because, he's saying that the fans are mad and the fans are only angry with them because, they replaced Chester Bennington with a chick. And I just want to tell Mike Shinoda, who may be very paranoid about this, that you, sir, are 1,000% right. I mean, people don't want a chick singing Linkin Park songs. I mean, they're just saying that doesn't score you brownie points. That's not how this shit works. You can't just go, all these dumb cavemen are just mad at us because we picked a woman to lead the group. Right. They're used to a masculine voice. Well, whatever Chester Bennington was. They're used to a dude's voice when they listen to Linkin Park songs. They don't want to hear a chick sing their Linkin Park songs. You picked someone they didn't want. They get to be mad about that. You can't hide behind, oh, it's just because she's a woman. Right. That's fair. That's okay for them to feel that way. They feel mildly cheated about the whole thing. That's all. So I don't, why is that? Our fans are just pissed because she's a chick. Right. That's totally fine that they're pissed that she's a chick. End of Silence says, it's a shame that Chester couldn't have hung around more. Why? Was the juice worth the squeeze on that one? Was it really? Was it worth it to make a Chester Bennington could have hung around longer joke? I mean, I'm not going to pretend I didn't enjoy it. It was funny, but shameless. Shameless. All right, guys, I got about 4 minutes left. $15. Come on. Let's do it. Load up the truck. Let's hit that. Come on. Don't get fucking stingy on me now. You guys knocked out the whole fucking 200 during the show. Now we just got 15 left. Let's call it a win. It's just a few more numbers on a screen. It's the dignity and the pride of not losing twice in one day. I don't want to lose twice in one day. So help us not do it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, gifted memberships. Throw something in and let's knock out this last 15 in the next, 2 or 3 minutes here. I would appreciate it. You guys would be the absolute best. Chevrolet JB says, MSO, is this your second win in a row? Guys, don't let MSO win 2 in a row. I don't want that. You don't want that. Get us a win. $15 is all it takes. Oh, by the way, Wally World with that extra 5. Let's get Wally at 30 where he belongs. Thank you, buddy. Come on now. No wins. Sean Lenane with $1 says $1 to continue Hear You Holla. I want to knock out my 15, feel at peace. That's it. We got a couple minutes to do it. Throw us a couple. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. I'd really appreciate it. Like I said, $15. It's just an ego thing. I would just like you. I'd like to not lose twice in a day. Vadam with $2 says, what happened to Crunchy? I hope she's at the anniversary party this weekend. She might be. By the way, K. Fallen the Great, I did get your request. $13 away from tonight. Come on, guys. I got like a minute and a half. I don't want to lose twice. It's $13. We basically won tonight, right? I mean, we got ourselves a win, but let's just make it official. Let's not give MSO a couple of victories in one night. Let's just call it a win. Walter with $14 says, suffer. Thank you, Walter. God damn. Walter's a guy, and he's at $39. And guess what, boys and girls? That's what we call another win for the toe.
But I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
I think Walter did send in that 14 when we were at 15, though. I think he was trying to be a dick, which is very funny. But we did get one win over MSO tonight. We didn't get the $100 from this morning, so he still won this morning. And I'm not going to put that 100 on the morning show tomorrow. We can afford the loss. It's okay. I don't want to put any more strain on the morning show than they're currently under. I'll just offer you guys more time like I usually do. I can always count on my evening guys and girls. They fucking rule. Talk to you later, guys. We've also got a Colbert clip up on the channel. Go watch that. Hit like, hit thumbs up, or at least pretend you did. I will talk to you again at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Thank you. Talk to you soon.